Welcome everyone once again to Eagle Stadium, Bill Horton Field. We are coming to you live from Jim Barnes' press box. Once again, this is Ray Review bringing you Ray County Golden Eagle High School football. Ray County 0-0 on the year after traveling to Cleveland last week. Cam Lane joining Jace Cochran here in the booth. Also in the booth, we've got Elmer Harris directing the show, Mackenzie Bowling, Dr. Mackenzie Bowling running the scoreboard, Zach Daly on camera, Brian Kamer on camera on the field. Cam, tell us a little bit about what we saw last week at Cleveland.
Jace, I was never a wrestler. I know you were. I think what we saw, if it's the correct term, was a surrender. Was that a tap out? I'm not exactly sure. What we saw, Jace, was one quarter of Ray County's new flex wishbone triple option offense. We saw Zach Pemberton pick up about 70 yards on 10 carries eventually with the exclamation point of a touchdown from about 5 yards out, which then, after the PAT, tied things up 7-all with 17 seconds left. Of course, Thunder Lightning rolled in, and also a bunch of excuses that Cleveland then picked up and handed out Saturday morning in the form of, no, we're good. We'll just call it for the year.
Here they come, boys and girls.
Here are your Ray County Golden Eagles. Ooh, Bo Garmany leading the way first. First man through. Luckily, no tramplings this week.
That banner's going to get up looking out its ear hole. It was one of my favorite sayings in Madden 97 when, at Christmas. Somehow, Mom and Dad, as if it was the Woody being pulled out of the closet after all the other presents had been given out, gave us a PlayStation, and that was one of the famous sayings in Madden 97. I remember playing it with my grandparents all day Christmas Day.
Oh, Lynn and Sally.
Yeah,
what good gift givers.
They're going into the closet. What is it? It's a.
Hey, friends, we want to welcome everybody to the broadcast once again. We're going to kick it to our title sponsor, Professional Therapy Services, and get back with the kickoff. Thanks once again for joining us tonight.
As part of Ray Medical Center, Professional Therapy Services of Ray County shares the same commitment to excellence as Ray County Athletics. Allow our professional staff to get you back in the game.
Providing physical therapy for Ray Medical Center. The right care right here in Ray County.
Our staff at Professional Therapy supports Ray County Athletics.
Go Eagles! Woo! Get back in the game!
All right, and we are back. Hayden Frazier set to kick off for the Golden Eagles. Brainerd set to receive the opening kickoff.
And we would be remiss to mention if it sounded like we had a few different people working with us this week. That is because Johnny and Larissa Cannon are actually over at Cleveland. They showed up Saturday morning and have been squatting in protest until Cleveland agrees to play. So we just want to wish Johnny and Larissa some well wishes. We will send food.
Brainerd takes the kickoff, fields it at about the 12, only makes it out to about the 21. That was DeQuantis Wynn, the sophomore, on the return.
You can see Big Cole Edwards and Garrett Smith, Bo Garmany and company.
That's right, Dalton Hampton, the sophomore for Ray County, on the stop on that kickoff. Ray County comes out in its base 3-4 defense. Once again led by middle linebacker Chandler Kaler, the returning region defensive player of the year, and number 13, Aubrey Smith, the defensive back of the year. Brainerd starts out in the shotgun. We've got a lone back to the right and trips to the right. They're going to roll right. They're looking downfield, and they throw incomplete. Gain of about 13 yards. It'll be a first down.
That was Zaire Lattimore with a strike to Trey Oaten. That will be enough to move the chains here as Brainerd, a big first down right out of the gate.
Let's take another look at that play. Nice rollout pass by Zaire.
Now, believe it or not, guys, that one play has already eclipsed Brainerd's total yardage from their first game. They gained only 3 yards in the entire game versus the Howard Hustling Tigers in their opener last week. We've got a dead ball. Looks like we've got a timeout for Brainerd.
Could be a celebration, Jace, to celebrate those yards.
That's right. They're gonna quit while they're ahead, Cam.
They're going to charge the field like George did a couple years ago after they scored.
And we're going to take a timeout as well and kick it back to our sponsors. We'll be right back.
You don't find people like we have here anywhere else. They're hardworking, loyal, engaged, supportive. Just look at how pumped the whole town gets on Friday nights in the fall. And I'm really proud to be a part of that. So for me, it was never a question of where am I going to practice. I want to be in my hometown, serving the best people around. I'm Mackenzie Bowling, and I look forward to helping you find your smile.
All right, and we are back 1st and 10 for the Brainerd Panthers. Once again in the shotgun, we got a double set, and the handoff goes up the middle, and he is met almost immediately by a host of Golden Eagles, including number 42, Chandler Kaler.
Ivan Buckner on the carry there for the Panthers of Brainerd, going to pick up about 3. Jace, good to see Chandler Kaler getting involved here. He was unavailable last week, battling a little bit of a shoulder injury, and gets involved on the second play of the game.
Always nice to see good sportsmanship from Chandler Kaler. He carries on that Tyler Pendleton tradition of helping the players up. I really appreciate that. Now, I did talk. Well, I don't want to go into it, but I did have a discussion with his father Matt, who I graduated with. Matt said, trying to tell his son, save your energy. I appreciate the kindness, but save your energy. You know.
And a little bit of movement there by Ray County. We jumped off sides. That's going to advance the yard marker for Brainerd and set up a manageable second down. Second about 4 now. Once again in the shotgun, trips left. The give once again going up the middle. Nowhere to go, but bouncing it to the outside is number 7. He cuts up, and it's going to be close. It looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. Once again, that's Ivan Buckner on the carry, the senior athlete for Brainerd.
Some real athleticism on display there by Buckner, Jace. He really made chicken salad out of nothing there, and impressive pickup.
Yeah, we got a good look at that play. Sideline camera operator Brian Cameron really got a good shot of that hit.
I'm excited to see the Ray County defense settle down here because Brainerd's offense, like we said, anemic last week. They didn't pick up their first down until almost the 4th quarter, and yet Brainerd already with 2 first downs. They come out in the gun yet again. They send a man in motion.
Did you see? Jace, did you say Brainerd was anemic? They can read minds? So after the penalty is tacked on, it'll be 1st and 15 here for the Panthers from their own 40.
Well, Ray County is really going after it right here. This is an aggressive defense by the Golden Eagles. It's a zone blitz. They have a few down linemen drop back. And we're going to see a sack on the play. The first man getting there looks like it's number 15. So, excuse me, number 16, Dustin Shelfer, knifing through the gap. I like the aggressive defensive call there by Ray County. That puts Brainerd in a huge hole. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 20.
Zach Pemberton and Aubrey Smith also out on defense here tonight. You'll hear a lot of them on the offensive side of the ball, but getting involved here on defense in this opening quarter.
Cam, I'd say this is an obvious passing situation. We've got twins left open for Brainerd, and we've got another dead ball and another timeout by Brainerd. This is going to be their 2nd timeout of this first drive alone, and that's going to bring us to another timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Southland Band now is concluding its pregame performance here on Shields Watkins Field. And now the Tennessee Volunteers are massing in the North Tunnel. There's emotion and passion. You can tell it. The tee opens, and now the emotion and passion of the fans comes to the forefront as the Tennessee Volunteers come running through the tee.
Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to be the official insurance of the Vols.
And it's football time in Tennessee.
And on behalf of all of us at Farm Bureau.
And we are back. Brainerd now 2nd and about 21. And it looks like there's some movement. I think that's Brainerd that moved first. And it looks like that's what it'll be. It'll be a false start, back it up another 5 yards. After a couple promising first downs from Brainerd early on.
They may have actually negated all the yards they had picked up at this point, Jace.
I think so. I think it's a net 0 at this point. Again, obviously a passing situation for Ray County. We just need to make sure that we keep all receivers in front of us and don't get beat deep. Keep everything in front of you. Ray County was as stout as could possibly be in that first quarter against Cleveland last week. Cleveland with 8 carries, but only 8 yards. And there's yet more movement up front, and this time they'll call it on Ray County.
Jace, I would say that Mason Jolly out here on the corner is going to be really keen in on Robert North. I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of a slant play like we saw on their opening throw that picked up a first down.
So
back to about 2nd and 21 now.
So how many yards does Brainerd have now? Oh,
and another sack. A host of Eagles, Chandler Kaler, Bo Garmany, and number 52, Christian Eldridge. No, is that Christian Eldridge on the tackle as well?
Let's take another look. Here's our replay sponsored by Ray Medical Center, Professional Therapy Services.
You're going to see Bo Garmany just almost untouched. Chases down the quarterback who was scrambling out to the left.
Garrett Smith also on the sack.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And that's going to set up 3rd and 27 now for Brainerd. Again, just don't get beat deep if you're Ray County. Keep everything in front of you. And that's exactly where Brainerd's going. And it is knocked away. Good coverage. Back there coming over the top at safety was Zach Pemberton. And the cornerback there, Dalton Hampton, was there as well.
Good coverage by Pemberton. First year as a defensive back for the Eagles. Let's take another look at this play. Long pass, good arm. Definitely had the distance, but it was
good arm, better coverage there, Elmer, by Pemberton and company.
Certainly. Threw into double coverage, a little bit of desperation on the part of the Panthers, but.
And Brainerd in their game last week had a bit of trouble with long snapping, had a safety as a result of a snap over the punter's head. But here comes kind of a quick kick. Aubrey Smith back to receive. We are getting away from that. Brainerd will let it roll, and we'll down it right at about the 41-yard line of Ray County.
With 7:57 left here in the opening quarter, Ray County takes over on offense. We'll be back in just a moment.
Coming up at the end of August, Nokian Tires will be holding its first annual Safety Fest here in Dayton. August 24th and 25th, we look forward to connecting with members of the community like you. This event coincides with Ray County High School football, and so we're looking forward to being at the tailgate on Friday night with the Ray County Eagles, cheering them on to victory. And then on Saturday, we will be at the Ray County.
All right, we are back. Zach Pemberton under center, gives to the fullback. He plunges ahead for it looks like a couple of yards. That is Chandler Kaler on the carry. Cam, tell us a little bit about this new offense and what you liked out of it from the Cleveland game last week.
Well, Jace, as my favorite PBS show always asked, what's the question, Wishbone? Wag another tail? Or what's the story, Wishbone? Ray County running a flex Wishbone this year, a triple option, if you will. Going to see a lot of Chandler Kaler, Aubrey Smith a few carries last week, and actually Zach Pemberton did a lot of work with his legs.
You can do it like that.
Pemberton under center once again, man in motion. And the dive once again to the fullback. That's Chandler Kaler once more. Surging ahead. It's going to set up a very manageable third down. Third down, about 3.5 yards to go. Cam, you're exactly right. Zach Pemberton last week showing off some wheels. 5 carries, a little over 70 yards and a touchdown. An extremely good athlete, even at quarterback. And this offense now is even more suited to his skill set. Last year and in past years, it's been a lot of handoffs to wingbacks, but now running that triple option, you're going to see a lot more of Zach Pemberton with the ball in his hands. Pemberton keeps it himself. He spins off a tackler, and it looks like he's going to be very close, but they're going to mark it about a yard short of the first down. And I think Ray County is going to go for it.
After what we saw from Brainerd on their opening offensive possession, Jace, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Not a big threat coming out of the gates for Brainerd offensively between 2 timeouts and a few penalties. No reason for Ray County to go for it, not go for it here.
Exactly. I like the idea of setting the tone early on offense as well, Cam. Zach Pemberton under center, and he sneaks it. He'll have plenty. Oh, and he keeps going. That's going to be a pickup of about 9 yards, almost 10.
And that's definitely going to be a Ray County Lazy Boy first down.
I cannot help but notice, though, Zach is favoring one of his ankles as he came up from the tackle there. Doesn't seem to be in too much pain as he will get back in the huddle to relay the next play.
He aggravated an ankle injury and a shoulder injury toward the end of last year. Was a bit hampered by that. It was nice to see him look so fresh against Cleveland last week. 1st and 10 for Ray County. Pemberton once again sauntering to the line. It's going to be a toss sweep to the left. Aubrey Smith on the carry. He's got some yardage. He's got room around the edge. He's going to be very close. It looks like he's going to be just shy of another Ray County Lazy Boy first down.
He was running right into your living room there as sideline cameraman Brian Kamer had to get out of the way.
And they're going to go ahead and give him the first down. Aubrey Smith with a nice carry around the left edge.
What?
Aubrey Smith in motion. Zach Pemberton pulls it down. He's going to pitch. And that is number 23, Jackson Langley on the carry. That's going to be enough for yet another Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Cam, the Golden Eagle offense looking sharp on this drive right now.
Absolutely. Already inside the red zone. Haven't even had the ball for 2 minutes. I believe we're going to hear Lazy Boy first down quite a bit tonight, Jace.
I think you're right, Cam. And, you know, it's, like I said, important to set the tone on your very first offensive drive. We've come out of the gate. We are obviously looking to dominate and control the line of scrimmage. Just move the ball steadily and consistently. In that first quarter against Cleveland last week, we attempted 0 passes. It's obvious that this Ray County team is going to be able to run the ball on a lot of people. Once again, Aubrey Smith in motion. The give goes up the middle of the fullback. There is a flag down. That is usually in the area where there might be an offsides or perhaps an illegal shift.
And that's Bradley Goodwin's first carry of the night.
Look good on that carry as well, Cam.
Definitely a good one.
I see what you did there, and I approve.
Yeah, they're picking that flag up.
And it looks like the referees will pick up and wave off the flag. It's going to bring up second down for Ray County now. 2nd and goal with the ball on the 5. As Ray County breaks the huddle, they've got Caleb Laws brought in as a tight end right now. This is a power formation. Once again, the dive up the middle from Bradley Goodwin. He's going to get down inside the 1. And Cam, if I was a betting man, I would say we're about to see a quarterback sneak here.
Yeah, unfortunately, before we see that, I see an injured Eagle down. He is in pain as he slams his helmet to the ground. Looks like he is maybe favoring his right knee. I can't quite see the number, Jace, but I'd hate to see a Golden Eagle lineman go down here.
Cam, I think it might be number 61, Nick Sherrill. We'll have more on that when we come back. We're going to take a quick break.
It's overwhelming sometimes that, you know, you have someone that you know if something happens, you know, they watch your back. It's one of the things that I like. You know, it's personal to me to knowing that if, you know, I can come in and rely on my team to help me out if I don't know anything, or that, you know, or vice versa if they feel the same way. So it's a humbling experience. I get overwhelmed too when I stop at the galleries or I see Lazy Boy on TV, and we know that it's a big product, and we say, man, you know what, I built that. When you come in, instead of, they don't want you to start on the bottom, you're going to start right at the top, and you're going to start right with that team, and that team is going to be there for your support and for your fall. So it's one of those things that, you know, I'm very proud to say that if I had a friend that come in and say, hey, you know what, Lazy Boy is good, you know, the money's good and the people are good, and they're willing to wait until you can get up to that level. You have a backup, you have a team that will carry you until you're ready to be out on your own out there.
If you're interested in joining our award-winning team, stop by our Lazy Boy office to submit an application or give us a call at 775-3900.
Give the 10th.
All right, and so we are back. Once again, that's Nick Sherrill, number 61, injured on the play. He is favoring his left leg. He's going to be taken care of by the good folks at Professional Therapy Services, be taken to the 10th there. Cam, very unfortunate to see that on a otherwise very positive opening drive.
Yeah, Nick's a 5'10 junior, 280 pounds. Definitely here is his first game at Bill Horton Field of the year, and quite an unfortunate situation. We'll have our sideline reporter tonight, Cam Meadows, give us an update. Hopefully Nick will be okay, but did not look great coming off the field.
That's right. Pemberton now under center. Well, color me surprised. It's not the sneak, but it is a quarterback keeper. Just to the left, and he goes in untouched until he gets 2 yards into the end zone. My goodness, we absolutely blew Brainerd off the ball, and I couldn't believe they weren't in more of a goal line defensive package. But that was an easy, easy touchdown, a Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown. Hayden Frazier now on for the kick from the hold of Kyle Carr. A tough snap, but a good hold by Carr. Gets it on the block, and Frazier is true. Fantastic kick. Ray County takes a 7-0 lead. We'll be right back.
In today's media-saturated culture, teens need to know that every decision matters, on and off the field. The Edge strives to provide students with the education, direction, and guidance they need for a life of excellence. Offering Healthy Choices education for middle and high school, we believe that every child can succeed. We have resources for parents too. For more information, contact Tiffany Soyster at 775-0019.
State Senator Ken Yeager takes his responsibility to serve very seriously and is guided by one and only one principle: constituents come first. As chairman of the Senate State and Local Government Committee, Ken Yeager has worked hard to protect our taxpayers from unnecessary and wasteful government spending. With Yeager, constituents come first. And as always...
And we are back now. Hayden Frazier on to kick from the 40. It'll be fielded by Cleveland at about the 12. And a great open field tackle once again. That is Bradley Goodwin. Cutting right through the Brainerd return. And Brainerd will take over in poor field position at their own 16-yard line.
Take another look at this nice special teams play by Goodwin. He's paying dividends at the outer linebacker position. He's just a hound.
Absolutely, and that brings a smile to Golden Eagle Nation. Have you lost your smile? Go find it with Dr. Mackenzie Bowling at Richland Creek Dental, downtown Dayton.
Well said, Cam. 1st and 10 for Brainerd, and the pass is incomplete. There was nobody there. Frankly, they're lucky it wasn't intercepted. Brainerd managed to throw 3 interceptions last week. Pretty incredible that once again they had as many interceptions and more turnovers than total yards in the entire game versus the Howard Hustlin Tigers. Cam, you know who's the most famous alum of Howard High School, correct?
Yeah.
No, it is not Ursh. Oh. It is Reggie White, NFL Hall of Famer. Reggie White, former Howard Hustlin Tiger.
Forgive me, Reg. Forgive me, Rev.
The Minister of Defense. Brainerd now once again in the gun. And yet another flag comes in. A dead ball penalty.
And Jace, this is the kind of thing you expect to see here in the second game of the 2018 season. Teams working out some kinks, maybe some communication issues.
Yeah, I think we're going to be able to kick it down to Cameron Meadows.
Cam, do you have an update for us on Nick Sherrill?
3, 2, 1, go.
injury tent there, and it looks like our starting center is down. Looks like probably a lower body injury. Looks like maybe a knee. Other than that, right now they're just still checking him out right now.
All right, so you heard it from Cam Meadows. Thank you, Cam, for that sideline report.
Brainerd on second down, threw a flare out into the flat, but was met by Mason Jolly, the junior defensive back.
As we were down with Cam, I saw that Coach Jeremy Fitzgerald, athletic director as well, did open the gate by the track to let, I believe, Nick Sherrill's mother come into the Ray County Medical Center Professional Therapies tent to check on her son. We definitely wish him the best.
3rd and 17, Cam. Obvious long passing down situation, and we let a man get deep. Zach Pemberton turned around, had no other choice but to try to grab the receiver. It's going to be an obvious pass interference call against Ray County. And you know, Cam, we talked about the success that Ray County had against Cleveland's run game. Again, 8 carries, 8 yards last week in limited game action. But Cleveland was 5 for 5 throwing against Ray County.
And 1 for 1 on backing out. Jace, a great crowd here tonight for the home opener.
Cam, if I'm not mistaken, I think the referees needed to have given Brainerd a first down. Pass interference comes with an automatic first down. So even though it was 3rd and 17, it should be 1st and 10, but we'll take it. It's 3rd and 2 now for Brainerd. The snap is high. It's fielded by the quarterback. Met immediately. That is Bo Garmany and Chandler Kaler teaming up on the stop. That's going to bring up 4th down for Brainerd. Fantastic play right there by Garmany and Kaler.
Team Carmody, what goes around comes around. You go down. It's 4th for Brainerd.
Let's take another look at that big time tackle for a loss. Yeah, they just met in the middle. Here we go, another 4th down.
Brainerd brings out the punt team. Aubrey Smith back to receive for Ray County. It is a quick kick, not a bad one. Aubrey Smith backs up. He'll field it. He takes off to his left. He makes a man miss. We've got a flag down, but Aubrey Smith with a great return. He might house it, but this one might be coming back either way.
He stepped out at about the 8, so penalty pending. We'll see what the Golden Eagles get out of that, either take over at the 8 or perhaps a little further back. I believe there might have been a hold for Ray County.
Usually where a block in the back occurs on a punt return, Cam.
I'll give my man Aubrey Smith some credit for that nice run in spite of the flag. Let's take another look at the replay, see if we can have a second look and see what really went on. Let Jace's good eyes analyze this.
And there it is right there, as you saw. It comes in. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ray County will take over. Still with great field position at their own 47-yard line.
I'd like to give a special shout out to a longtime Ray Review fan. That's the class of 2004 valedictorian Kevin Bennett, tuning in from upstate New York tonight. Shout out to Big Kev.
Happy birthday, Mr. Bennett.
Happy birthday and welcome to the show, Ken.
Ooh. Ray County is not running the fumble-rooski. Your eyes do not deceive you. However, Ray County is able to fall on the ball. There, Johnny on the spot, number 53, Hunter Lemons. Excuse me. I believe that might be Caleb Stamp, number 53.
We'd like to take this time and give a word for our tonight's post-game meal sponsor for the Ray Review live broadcast team, the Steak and Shake. Always remember that on game days you can wear your green and gold in the Steak and Shake and receive a 10% off discount. And if that's not...
Pemberton drops back to pass. He's looking, and he's going to be dropped. Big number 54 for Brainerd.
Yeah, and these are some big boys now.
That's Jamichael Wilson on the sack.
I saw him coming in, and they do have some size.
I'm just thinking about
big fellas.
We had some open receivers, but Brainerd was able to collapse the pocket before Pemberton could find a man downfield.
Probably Frisco melt, fries, vanilla shake with hot fudge.
Pembroke now under center. Jackson Langley in motion. He takes the toss, but he can't field it cleanly.
Couple flags
and
coming in now.
Brainerd has recovered. Cam, we just have to hope at this point for
Another
an offsides
flag.
call.
I see another late flag coming in. Let's take a second look, guys.
There was an initial flag thrown right at the point of the snap on the Ray County sideline, and then one thrown near the action of the tackle, and then one really after the whistle. So the referees have some sorting out to do at midfield.
Cam, the keys to the game, not just for this game, but in most of Ray County's games this year, are going to be twofold. One, control the line of scrimmage, and two, hold on to the football. Limiting turnovers. As you saw last week, again, only limited action. We had a turnover that led to the Cleveland touchdown. Had it not been for that, we probably would have been ahead 14-0. And here's the call. We've got an illegal shift against Ray County. That penalty is going to be declined, which means that the turnover will stand. The holding penalty also declined against Ray County. Two infractions. And so Brainerd will take over in excellent field position. We've also got a dead ball personal foul against Brainerd. That's going to back them up just a little bit. But it will be 1st and 10, Brainerd Panthers.
I thought I spotted 3 different penalties there, and, well, I was right again, Jace.
Good call, Cam.
But, Jace, it's one of those things where you're up 7-0, getting towards the end of the first quarter here. You definitely don't want to give this Brainerd Panther team any sort of hope.
The longer an inferior team believes it can stay in the game, the more confidence you give them, the more minimum you let them have. Again, important for Ray County to come out strong out of the gate and really to only have a 7-0 lead possibly at the end of the first quarter since there's only 1:40 left. Probably not what Coach Pemberton would have liked to have seen.
Brainerd will set up shop here from their own 45.
Brainerd with 2 backs and twins right. From the gun once again is Zaire Lattimore. He's going to look deep. He's got a man, number 49. Yeah. And once again, the defensive back, Aubrey Smith this time, not turned around and looking for the ball, has to interfere to prevent the long pass.
Oh, and I do not like to see that limp out of my man Aubrey Smith. I do not like to see him favoring either leg.
I believe really both of them broke each other's fall there. They both kind of came up favoring their injuries.
I think they're going to be okay. Number 49, Trey Oaten for Brainerd, was the intended target. And once again, Ray County strong against the run so far, very strong, but vulnerable against the pass. It's really important to not see once our DBs, who usually our cornerbacks aren't in man, they pass off wide receivers to the safeties. It's important, one, to communicate between cornerback and safety so that the safety knows when to go over the top, when a man is going deep. And we've really just got to keep receivers in front of us, Cam.
Absolutely essential, Jace. Got to say self-discipline. Cannot add injury to insult with a pass interference after a turnover.
Once again, Ray County's run defense strong as Brainerd goes up the middle for only maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 9.5.
Shout out to another longtime Ray Review faithful. Class of 2006 kicker for the Golden Eagles, Dustin Reynolds, asking if that is Jace Cochran doing the game with us here this year at Ray Review. It is Dustin, the Honorable Judge Jace Cochran.
What's up, Dustin?
Thanks for tuning in as always, Dustin. I believe Dustin is now living over in the North Carolina area or South Carolina. Always a pleasure to hear from Dustin. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Zaire Lattimore back to pass. He's immediately flushed to his right and brought down. That's once again number 40, Bradley Goodwin, and number 51, Jacob Stringfellow.
Big Bradley Goodwin, you're going to be seeing a lot of that young man. Let's take another look at this beautiful.
After the replay.
Beautiful stop.
Once again, it's pressure up the middle that forces Zaire Lattimore out to his right, where there are Eagle defenders waiting on him. And that pressure up the middle just throws off the play completely.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. There's actually a flag here. I believe Brainerd was trying to run out the clock at the end of the first quarter, but the head official has thrown a flag, and it looks like he's going to call.
That's an illegal substitution penalty, Cam. Oh, looks like there might have been too many men in the huddle.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It looked more like a Hunger Games salute, so I'm glad you knew what that signal was, Jace. I thought the official was volunteering his tribute.
Well, may the flags be ever in our favor, Cam. That's going to bring up third and about 15 now.
We're laughing in self-appreciation.
That's right. Aren't we clever? Once again, at the end of the first quarter, according to the sign of the dancing football, as Jim Barnes used to say, it is Ray County 7, Brainerd 0.
Hi, my name is Leslie Travis, and I want you to know that the Tennessee Adult Education Program is here to help you earn your high school equivalency diploma. And the best part is that it's free. We have day and evening classes, and when you're ready for the test, we'll even pay for it. So tell me, why do you want to earn your high school equivalency diploma?
Make my great-grandma proud.
To open up new opportunities for me.
To accomplish my goal in life.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is...
And we are back now to start the second quarter. Zaire Lattimore rolling left, throwing back right. And the Eagle defenders are not fooled by the misdirection.
Coming back to some commotion there from the Ray County crowd. That's because in between quarters, Assistant Principal Micah Ruling had the privilege of introducing all these school bus drivers for the high school. A nice tribute there as they all lined up on the track. They obviously do a vital job keeping our kids safe and getting them to school so they can receive their education. Really cool moment here at Eagle Stadium.
And once again, that's going to bring up another 4th down and long for Brainerd as the punter is out. The snap and the kick. Once again, Aubrey Smith back. He's going to call for the fair catch and field it cleanly, where Ray County will be taking over 1st and 10 around their own 15-yard line.
Jace, what were your overall impressions there for the Golden Eagles in the opening quarter? You know, Brainerd came out slow on offense. We were able to get a quick strike after Zach Pemberton stepped into the end zone, but really feels like only being up 7 is a little bit of a letdown after the first quarter.
It really is, Cam. You know, we had some bright spots. It's clear that we're able to move the ball offensively. We can get a push at the line of scrimmage. But again, defensively, we've got to shore up that pass defense. Had a few busts where we were flagged for pass interference because we let a man get behind us. But here we are, Zach Pemberton under center with a tight end to the right, and the give is up the middle. Once again, that is the fullback, Chandler Kaler, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling out to another Ray County lazy boy 1st down.
He had some steam and anger in that run, Jace. I thought he heard us talking about him. He was going to just run right up into the press box and take care of us.
Chandler Kaler clocking in, the senior, at about 6'2", 220. At his ideal size. That's what you're looking for in a linebacker and fullback, Cam. He's a big boy.
So a Ray County lazy boy 1st down has the Eagles at their 25.
Man in motion. Pemberton keeps it around the right edge. No pitch. He makes a man miss. He's jaunting up the right sideline. Fantastic gain out across midfield with yet another Ray County lazy boy 1st down.
And Jace, this is what we were looking for out of the Golden Eagles. We definitely saw signs of it last week in that disappointing quarter of play. Only disappointing because of course, the Cleveland resignation. But this is what we want to see out of the Golden Eagle offense this year. The triple option, really, of course, those options are always, Zach Pemberton's always going to be one of them. And then, you know, a mix of Aubrey Smith, Chandler Kaler, Bradley Goodwin as Ray County moves the chains once again.
You know, Cam, it would have been, here we go, Chandler Kaler once again up the middle. He'll have enough for yet another Ray County lazy boy 1st down. Had we had more of an opportunity to hone our play set, because this is a new offense we've installed, had we had more of an opportunity against the Cleveland Cowardly Cream Puffs, we would have been a little bit sharper and more prepared for today's game. But as it is, this is basically our season opener once more, where we're working out some kinks. Again, got a few issues to take care of with ball control and in our pass defense. But overall, Ray County looking good so far.
Yeah, no word actually this week yet, Jace, if Cleveland has canceled this week. Not sure. There might have been a 2% chance of rain, so we'll check in on the Blue Raiders shortly.
Prayer sent, Cam. Prayer sent. Pemberton on the keeper around the right side. He's going to lose about 2 yards on this one. Cam, I heard there was a slight breeze blowing in Bradley County. Thoughts and prayers with all the friends and family out there. Stay safe. Hug your loved ones, Cleveland.
Oh. Yeah, you know, the storms really did hit hard over there last Saturday. I believe they received negative inches of rain and precipitation. You know, the newly remodeled field certainly did not drain well after the storms Friday night. It wasn't pristine conditions, but we're definitely thinking about them tonight.
Pemberton under center. It'll be second and about 11. The pitch comes off to the right. It's Jackson Langley. Kind of positive yardage on that. Takes it out to about the 31-yard line. It's going to set up a very manageable third down.
Let's take another look at Langley, the junior. There's a lot that can go wrong on those pitches, and it's good to see him get a good pitch and catch there with that option play. You're going to really need to hone those skills as we proceed into the season.
That is right, Elmer. It's going to set up third, about 3.5 or 4 yards. Bradley Goodwin in at fullback now. Aubrey Smith at wing. Langley goes in motion. The give is to Goodwin up the middle. A fantastic gain and almost breaking free. He had only one man left to beat. Drags him down just outside the 10-yard line. Cam, that was almost a busted play as Brainerd was able to get a man up the middle, as you'll see in the replay.
Bradley Goodwin just refusing to go down, almost broke it at the last second to score. A man on a mission. Another Ray County Lazy Boy first down.
Once again, Brainerd with a man knifing up the middle, almost nabbed Pemberton in the backfield before he was even able to make the handoff. But good work by Bradley Goodwin, turning possibly nothing into something. It's going to set up 1st and 10 just outside the 10. Man in motion once again. It's Pemberton around the right side. He's got room. This is going to go in for a touchdown as he plows ahead and trucks a man.
Shazam.
Shazam indeed, a Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown, Elmer, as Zach Pemberton has decided he's just going to score all our touchdowns this year.
Good hard-nosed running from your quarterback, Zach Pemberton right there. Ray County goes up 13-0 with 8 minutes, 30 seconds left at the sign of the dancing football. Hayden Frazier once again out to kick. Kyle Carr to hold. It's a good snap, good hold, and a good kick. Ray County goes ahead now, 14-0, 8.5 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ray County's Zach.
From the doctors and staff at Eyes on Main, we welcome you to our new location on Market Street, where we proudly support Ray County Golden Eagle football.
Go Eagles!
When you want the best in local football, you want the Ray County Eagles. And when you want the best in local auto service, you want JB's Auto Sales and Service. Honest and dependable, right down Back Valley Road from Eagle Stadium in Evansville.
And we are back now. Hayden Frazier set to kick. Brainerd to receive. Nice kick from Frazier. It's going to be fielded by Brainerd at about the 15. Busting through the wedge is Ray County. It's going to be a hold on Brainerd, backing it up even more. But great coverage by the Ray County Golden Eagles. It's going to back Brainerd up inside their 15 after the penalties applied.
And I love this. Check out this replay. Check out this replay here. Oh, we didn't get it. Well, we're going to tune into the flag, but our good friend Levi Coxey down in there, wonderful photographer, was able to sneak in a slap on the butt for Bo Garmany for support.
Oh, Levi Coxey, sideline photographer. Good guy, Levi Coxey. I believe he's a Fraser man, isn't he, Jace?
He absolutely is. Fellow cabbage cutter on the Colonel Harris Farms out there, Fraser boy, and New Union Baptist Church member.
Speaking of New Union Baptist Church, one of our sponsors again this year, Ray Review. Fantastic place for you and your family to go and worship. Check them out in the Fraser community. Jace, I believe you've darkened those doors a few times yourself.
You know, a time or two. I am somewhat familiar with New Union, Cam. Zaire Lattimore rolls right. He throws, and he is nowhere close to his receiver. Good coverage that time by the Ray County Golden Eagles. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Brainerd.
Wonderful church family at New Union Baptist. I would like to take this quick chance to squeeze in a word about next Saturday coming up, September 1st, the Tennessee Vols' first home game. There's going to be cornhole, football toss, food crafts, face paints, and music, and awesome vendors at Centennial Park. This event is hosted by Main Street Dayton. It's a wonderful event. It's the Tennessee Touchdown Party. If you don't have any plans for the game, you'll find no better plans to get out and cheer on the Vols with the community and friends at Main Street Dayton at Centennial Park this upcoming Saturday, September 1st.
And Brainerd with the option pitch to the right. Dustin Shelfer and Bradley Goodwin combined for the tackle. No gain. Going to bring up 3rd and long for Brainerd. Cam, not to belabor the point, but we've got a flag down coming in very, very late. Probably a personal foul.
And as Elmer was mentioning, we are definitely looking forward to following the Volunteers again this year, especially since we did get rid of Coach Butch Jones, and he's now, of course, over at Cleveland High School, where last week they decided to back out because he was afraid of drip by drip.
Hey, Brian.
And it looks like we've had a bit of jawing going back and forth. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Ray County. Going to give Brainerd a 1st down.
Speaking of jawing, Jace, what's inside of your jaws? Your teeth. That reminds me, Dr. Mackenzie Bowling in the booth with us here tonight. Mackenzie Bowling, a fantastic doctor downtown Dayton, Richland Creek Dental. Go see Dr. Bowling. He will help you find your smile.
Brainerd now comes out in doubles. Lattimore drops back to pass. He's looking long, and he overshoots his man down the right sideline.
Every time we use that last name Lattimore, Jace, I wince a little bit thinking of the unfortunate career of South Carolina running back Marcus Lattimore. Is there any guy who had it worse than him? Did he tear his ACL twice while a Gamecock? Fantastic running back. I think at one point he was even, heralded as a potential Heisman candidate, but just had such bad luck as a Gamecock.
Well, Old Neyland Stadium has harvested a few ACLs in its day, and it got the better of Lattimore on that one.
We are the body farm.
Brainerd now taking the carry on the right side, bouncing off a few tacklers. A positive gain for Brainerd, gain of about 7 or 8. Going to set up a very doable 3rd down and short for Brainerd. That's right, Neyland Stadium turf has placed a few ACLs on its mantle. We have stuffed them and dressed them, and the Lattimore one we wear rather proudly, along with the Chubb one from Georgia.
Well, you can really look at those fans. It's a good house here at Bill Horton Field at Eagle Stadium tonight.
That's right, lots of Ray County fans on hand. Great turnout. I'd say we probably outnumber the Brainerd fans a good 100-1. Brainerd fans not really showing out really strongly. Brainerd travels about as well as Buddy Holly, wouldn't you say, Cam?
Wow.
It is nice to see a few members of the Brainerd band here, though, with us tonight. Brainerd always a fantastic band. Brainerd now 1st and 10. They go trips left, and they will roll left, looking to pass, and there is an open man sat down in the zone. He is met by Chandler Kaler. But it'll be a gain of about 10 or so right at a 1st down.
Sideline judge is definitely going to award the 1st down, and Brainerd will move the chains. There was a certain birthday boy who we gave a shout out to earlier, but we're not going to mention his name again on air because he tuned out for a minute, and that's what you get. Also, my older brother, class of 2004 alum himself, Tyler Lane, tuning in up in Knoxville tonight. He's actually giving us tabs on the Cleveland Cream Puffs. Is that what was the official name?
The Cleveland Cowardly Cream Puffs?
That is their new name,
the
Cleveland Cowardly Cream Puffs. They're all knotted up with the Bearden Bulldogs at 7 in the second quarter. Another penalty here tonight. It's been a laundry-heavy night here, as like we mentioned, a few kinks getting worked out. Second game of the season for each team.
Brainerd now once again in the gun. Lattimore takes the snap. The give goes up the middle and picking up a few yards, making back a little bit of that last penalty. Here's the running back. It's going to set up second and about 11. Once again, Ray County's run defense looking strong so far.
We would like to congratulate, though, the Cleveland Cowardly Cream Puffs for making it to the second quarter this week. Definitely was not possible last week. No way, no how. Just ask the National Weather Service.
Can't imagine the bravery it takes to make it to a second quarter. Good on them. Brainerd connects. That is number 9. He is running into the open field, but he is going to be brought down. Zaire Lattimore with a fantastic throw, staring down the rush and delivering right as he was getting hit. And once again, Ray County's pass defense, susceptible, vulnerable, and preyed upon.
Really got to tighten up there, Jason, the secondary.
He delivered a strike. Credit to him.
A nice throw by Lattimore results in a Brainerd first down deep in Ray County territory.
That's going to bring up first down for Brainerd just inside the 20, right around the 18-yard line. Once again, Lattimore in the gun. The snap is high, but it's corralled. He's going to go deep into the end zone for his wide receiver, who goes up and makes the catch. Fantastic throwing catch by Brainerd right there.
Jace, that was just an athletic display there by Trey Oten. He just high-pointed that ball, went up and got it.
Yeah. Looks like that might have been Aaron Worthington on the coverage, who went up and came down just a little bit gimpy. But again, credit to Brainerd, as they're going to make this a one-score game. Brainerd's number 2, Alan Ware, now on to attempt the extra point. The snap is up, the hold is down, and the kick is good. There is a late flag on the play. I think it may have been some more extracurricular activities going on, Cam. Some more mouth running, as they like to say.
Indeed, Jay. So with 4:51 left here in the second quarter, Brainerd making things a little more interesting than we would like. It's Ray County 14, Brainerd 7. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, my name is Keith Butt, and I'm the youth pastor at New Union Baptist Church. We are a church that is for Ray County, and that includes our students from Dayton and the surrounding communities. Our goal is to bring our students one step closer to Jesus so that they look more and more like Him. If you are a teenager, we would love to see you on Wednesday nights at 6:30, and we would like to invite all of you to join us on Sunday at either our 8:30 or 11 o'clock services. Hopefully we'll see you here, and I look forward to seeing you and your students at the Ray County football games.
Hey, back up to the 10. Langley and Smith deep for the Eagles.
Thank you, Elmer.
Hey, break.
We've got a football now to kick. Jace, we talked about it a little bit there throughout the action, but the Ray County secondary got a little bit picked apart there. I imagine Coach Pemberton will have a few things to say at halftime, as We will bring you our tradition of getting a quick word with Coach Pemberton before the Golden Eagles go into the house at the half. What did you see there, Jace?
Well, just a man getting beat. I mean, it just happens. It was one-on-one, a corner and a safety. Congratulations there on that Brainerd kick. My goodness. Quite a bit of leg on that, but I guess it was moved up from the penalty. But Ray County will take over 1st and 10. But, yeah, just getting beat deep. You know, it's been Ray County's Achilles heel now for the last several years. Great run defense. But we've seen it in the playoffs. Whenever there's a team that we come up against that can throw it around a little bit, it makes things very, very difficult on us.
We're just inside 5 minutes in the first half of our home opener. Starting the ball on the 20. Let's say the Eagles get a good drive put together. They really need to stitch something together right here to build some momentum. Not only for the second half, for the entire season. Let's go, Eagles.
Pemberton now, he pitches out to Langley, going around the right side. Boy, very close to another late hit there.
It's Chandler Kaler.
Chandler Kaler just looking.
Sending a Brainerd defender to the ground.
I think we might have caught a little bit of a break right there. As it is, Ray County.
It was inadvertent. It really was. I know Chandler.
Ray County with almost no gain on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and long. And in getting out of bounds, stops the clock with 4:42 left. Ray County breaks the huddle now. We've got Kaler in at fullback in a 2 wide receiver set. Aubrey Smith in motion. And it's going to be a keeper around the right side to Zach Pemberton. He shakes him in. And he picks up about 6.
I like it.
I'll take it. Once again, Pemberton looking good running with the ball so far this year.
He really is.
Good misdirection there. Coach Pemberton, Aubrey Smith going into motion, shifting the defense the other way.
And, you know, part of the Ray County offensive philosophy in using those tight splits with the offensive linemen going almost foot to foot is that it's hard to see where the ball is back there sometimes.
Pemberton under center, going to hand off.
Bouncing off a few players and picking up a Ray County lazy boy first down is Chandler Kaler running hard. And, boy, we needed that one to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Big pickup.
Chandler Kaler showing some impressive strength in this opening half here tonight. On both sides of the football, really. Another Ray County lazy boy first down. Once again, we would like to thank all of our sponsors here at the Ray Review. Could not do this show without you. Always good to have your support and get a chance to promote you and what you do and contribute to the Ray County community.
Yeah, sure. And our sponsors are hand-selected. We have only the best sponsors from Lazy Boy, Nokian Tires, Ray Medical Center, Professional Therapy Services.
Eyes on Main, Richland Creek Dental, New Union Baptist Church.
The list goes on. Women's Care Center, Edge, State Senator Ken Yeager, Farm Bureau of Ray County Sheriff's Department. So proud to have these sponsors, New Union Baptist Church, the Applied Technologies, College of Applied Technologies of Athens, the Adult Education Program, spearheaded by Leslie Travis. They do a wonderful job. They're a new sponsor this year. So proud to have these sponsors. And, hey, this is another good chance to just jump in and mention our post-game sponsor, where we're going to party down tonight at Steak and Shake, our good friends at Steak and Shake, the new Steak and Shake in Ray County.
Cam,
you can see right there that chocolate. I mean, how's it get better than that? Chocolate malt, classic double cheese. Can't go wrong. I mean, loving it.
I cannot wait to get a chocolate milkshake tonight. I consider myself a milkshake connoisseur, and boy, am I excited.
Well, certainly. We went to the DQ last week in Cleveland. They already had a head start on their
Zach Pemberton back to pass. He's looking deep, but he's got no time.
No.
There is a flag down in the backfield, and Pemberton is brought down.
Do not like to see that.
A little bit slower getting up, but he's going to be all right, I think. That flag down in the general vicinity of where a hold is called.
It sure was, Jace.
Viewer and friend of the program, Josh Pelfrey, chiming in. Josh Pelfrey pointing out that it makes sense sometimes for our secondary to be a little bit more vulnerable just because they don't see a whole lot of passing in practice. We are a more run-oriented practice, and you wonder just how well we can execute the pass for a scout team offense to mimic what other passing teams do. Very good point by Josh.
Josh, I can assure you I've been to a lot of practices, and they are put to the test. They really are, and Coach Owenby and his defensive staff really work hard with those DBs, and it's early in the season. It is hard for some to put a competent scout team together for some of the top teams in the that we play in the state, but.
And also, of course, credit to Brainerd and Lattimore. He definitely delivered some good passes there in their scoring drive.
Yeah, really, they do deserve some credit there. They've made some good plays.
That penalty you saw was on Brainerd, actually. It's going to set up first and short. Pemberton takes it around the right edge. He's going to pick up yet another Ray County lazy boy first down. And we keep those chains moving now. Around 4 minutes left to go in the first half. And the ball is at midfield. Once again, Ray County getting a good push off the line of scrimmage, a great showing by our offensive line. And as long as Ray County limits its mistakes, holds on to the ball, I think we'll be in really good shape.
A beautiful night here in Evansville, a packed crowd.
Beautiful football weather too, Cam. Aubrey Smith takes the pitch. Yet another flag is down.
Okay, let's hear a whistle now. Come on, guys. That's my boy Aubrey out there.
We'll wait to see what this flag is all about. I have spotted, looks like Nick Sherrill's out of the Ray Medical Center Professional Therapy Services sideline tent. And he is sitting on the bench, and his left leg is propped up. I would imagine his night is done. We hope he's okay. We'll have an update on him from our sideline reporter Cam Meadows in just a bit.
That penalty is a hold on Ray County. That's going to back us up considerably. And Jackson Langley comes out of the game. Bit of a limp. Going to bring up first and about 21 or so for Ray County.
And Elmer was mentioning we really need to pump some life into this season, even as far as Elmer went on this drive.
Great job by Pemberton, able to get the pitch off, but met immediately is Dustin Shelfer. Ray County with a loss on the play. It's going to bring up second and very long. We may see our first. Cam, will this be our first pass so far of the season for Ray County coming up?
I believe it will. I cannot remember one in the quarter we played last week, Jace, so we might actually get to see Pemberton go to the air here.
Ray County with two receivers split wide. One of them, Dylan Reed. Pemberton fakes the pitch. He's going to roll, throw back. And we've set up a throwback screen with Aubrey Smith, who shakes a man. He breaks the tackle, runs into his own man, keeps on his feet. He's going to have a nice gain. It's going to set up a very manageable third down. There is a Brainerd Panther who is down.
Jace, that looks like a very scary situation there as that Brainerd Panther. He's able to roll over now. For a second, he was definitely moving, but not moving his back, and that's always scary to see. Was glad to see him roll over. Hopefully he will be okay as well.
With a Brainerd Panther down and a little over 2 minutes left on the clock, we're going to take a quick break.
It's overwhelming sometimes that you have someone that if something happens, they watch your back. It's one of the things that I like. It's personal to me to knowing that if I can come in and rely on my team to help me out if I don't know anything, or that or vice versa if they feel the same way. So it's a humbling experience. I get overwhelmed too when I stop at the galleries or I see Lazy Boy on TV, and we know that it's a big product, and we say, man, you know what, I built that. when you come in, instead of, they don't want you to start on the bottom, you're going to start right at the top, and you're going to start right with that team. And that team is going to be there for your support and for your fall. So it's one of those things that, you know, I'm very proud to say that.
And we are back now. 3rd down for Ray County, and the give goes up the middle to Chandler Kaler. He's going to be stopped just a bit short. Cam, this is ideal 4th down territory.
Yeah, I don't believe we're going to see Coach Pemberton not go for many 4th downs tonight after the way we've been able to move the ball on offense, especially inside of the 50.
That's right. We're going to go for it on 4th down. We get to the line rather quickly. I'm curious if we see a sneak here. And sure enough, it is. Zach Pemberton surging up the middle. He'll have plenty for yet another Ray County lazy boy 1st down. Cam, that sneak is so effective for so many years now. Ever since Coach Pemberton came back, we reinstalled those tight splits for the offensive linemen. We've been able to sneak for probably an average of 4 or 5 yards per play on those.
Honestly, Jace, with how good of a push Pemberton is getting off of his offensive line, I would run that until they figured out how to stop it. You run that 3 times, you're going to get a 1st down. It seems like every drive. We're 2 for 2 here tonight.
You're exactly right, Cam. Instead, the give goes to Chandler Kaler. He gets a short gain. Ray County now in a little bit of a hurry-up offense. No huddling now. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers set. Kaler in at fullback. A man in motion. Pemberton fakes the pitch. He rolls left. He better get rid of this ball. And he is going to take the sack, lose about 1.5 yards. Cam, that's probably what you don't want. Luckily, we have timeouts to make up for that, but.
No, and I don't like that either, Jace, just because we have already seen Zach get up a little bit gingerly a couple times here tonight. Don't want to see him take too many big hits. I know we're going to rely on him for some big runs, but in the pocket like that, I would rather just see him throw it away, as you mentioned.
That's right. You like your athletic quarterback wanting to try to make a play with his legs, but nothing there right there, Cam.
1:06 left here in the 2nd quarter. Jason, you got to think Coach Pemberton is going to be disappointed if we can't get some points out of this drive.
I think you're exactly right, Cam. You know, lots of positive takeaways from this 1st half, but all the same, I really imagine Coach Pemberton is probably going to light into his team a good bit. Just sloppy play, both sides of the ball from time to time. Lots of penalties so far. Again, some positives, but plenty enough negatives to give the team an earful in the locker room. Pemberton now under center once again. It's going to be 3rd and long. He fakes the handoff to the fullback. He's looking long. He's going for Aubrey Smith, who is there. It is a touchdown. Ray County, Golden Eagle, lazy boy touchdown. A strike thrown from Zach Pemberton to Aubrey Smith, sneaking out down the sideline from his wingback position. Perfectly thrown ball, Cam.
Jace.
Wow. Can I say it?
Zach Pemberton could have been wearing a full tuxedo and carrying a pewter platter and not delivered that one any better.
Can I say it? Wow. That was beautiful.
Great play call. Caught the Panther defense napping. And again, such a perfect throw from Zach Pemberton to Aubrey Smith.
Aubrey
Great
Smith
catch as well. Hit
sure.
him in stride.
Aubrey Smith with the reception. Zach with the pass. We're going to catch a – definitely going to hang on to that replay. First, let's see if Mr. Chick Frazier can do the honors.
Kyle Carr once again on to hold. As Dr. Mackenzie Bowling will tell you, there's no position more important than the holder.
No, Jace, only you would say that because you were a holder.
And Dr. Bowling was the kicker, actually. I was the holder for Mackenzie Bowling. What a combo.
Frazier is 3 for 3 thus far on the season. He made one last week at Cleveland.
He's checking the wind.
There's a little bit of confusion here amongst the officiating staff. Not really sure what we're waiting on.
I don't know. I hope he makes it because I cannot wait to see that replay. Got to see it. Loving it.
The snap, hold, and kick are all fantastic. Elmer, let's see that replay.
Beautiful. Let's roll that beautiful footage.
We're going to see a little bit of play action. That's going to freeze some of the linebackers in secondary, faking that dive up the middle. Pemberton drops back. And again, Aubrey Smith, almost on a wheel type route, out of the backfield, My goodness, lays it right over the shoulder.
A perfect pass by Zach Pemberton.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful. And Zach Pemberton, he has been involved on every scoring play this year for the Golden Eagles. 2 touchdown runs and now a touchdown throw. Zach Pemberton showing out here early in the season.
And with 56 seconds on the clock, we still have ample opportunity for the Eagle defense to end the half with that exclamation mark, hoping to see that. If not, it's going to be a long halftime for those guys. They've really just been caught unexpected with some couple of really outstanding plays from Brainerd. So glad to see Aubrey hitting that sideline in full stride. He was favoring the leg a little earlier on that passing interference call. Glad to see him back in full stride.
And Zach, Zach, well, you're also technically a Zach. If people didn't know that, forgive me for giving that away. But Jace, rather, I would say, which one of Zach Pemberton's children do you love more, his running or throwing capability? I mean, just absolutely getting it done with his arm and his feet.
That's right. Hayden Frazier off to kickoff. It's going to be a short kick, going to be fielded. Oh, not fielded, rather. It takes a few bounces. Oh, this is going to be nice. Ray County Eagles on the stop inside the 10-yard line as Brainerd muffs that return, does not field it cleanly, and will start off with bad field position. Cam, I expect maybe a knee or two, maybe a dive. I doubt that Brainerd takes any chances this deep in their own territory with less than a minute to go in the half.
Would seem to be in their best interest, to be sure, Jace. Ray County will be receiving the kickoff to begin the third quarter.
And you know, Cam, if I'm Brainerd, having been shut out last week against the Howard Hustlin Tigers 18-0, I almost view being down 21-7 almost as a win. This is an improvement from their first game.
So absolutely do not miss our Nokian halftime show.
Color me surprised, Elmer, because Brainerd comes out at least looking to throw. Their quarterback scrambles to his left and is brought down. I'd say there's going to be about one more play before we get to the half. Zaire Lattimore on the rollout on that one.
We're going to feature the Golden Eagle Marching Band with stats, highlights, top plays, and more, with scores throughout the region and across the state. Coming up, the Nokian halftime show. Stay tuned. Getting ready to hear the Golden Eagle Marching Band for the first time this season.
I'm excited, Elmer. Do you know the theme of the halftime show this year?
Jace, it's escaping me right now.
That's all right. We'll keep the viewers in suspense.
I'm
Tune
looking
in
at
and you'll find out.
Some band members' parents below us here from the press box. Looks like they're wearing a shirt that says "Wanted" on the back.
Interesting.
So
and that will do it for the first half at Eagle Stadium, Bill Horton Field. From Jim Barnes' press box, the score is Ray County 21, the Brainerd Panthers 7.
And we're going to send you down to the field in just a moment as Cam Meadows is standing by with Coach Mark Pemberton. We're hoping to catch a quick word with him. Actually, it is speak.
We're going to catch Coach Pemberton on the way back in right now. You can hear in the background Brainerd Marching Band. And they are a small group, but they are rocking as expected
As Billy Shakespeare once said, though they be small, they be fierce.
So now we're going to kick it away, let you enjoy Nokian Tires halftime show featuring Brainerd Band. Our Tennessee High School football guru, Cam Meadows, is on his way back to the booth. And Brian Kamer, our sideline camera operator, will stay down and catch some of the Brainerd Band and also look forward to seeing the Golden Eagle Marching Band.
That's right, Elmer. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Coming up at the end of August, Nokian Tires will be holding its first annual Safety Fest here in Dayton. August 24th and 25th, we look forward to connecting with members of the community like you. This event coincides with Ray County High School football, and so we're looking forward to being at the tailgate on Friday night with the Ray County Eagles, cheering them on to victory. And then on Saturday, we will be at the Ray County Welcome Center. At these two events, we're going to be working to educate people on tire safety. Nokian Tires prides itself in having some of the safest tires on the road, especially for demanding conditions. It'll be a great opportunity for you to get to know some of the Nokian Tires employees and some of the things that we hold dear, such as safety. Coming up at the end of August, Nokian Tires will be holding its first annual Safety Fest here in Dayton. August 24th and 25th, we look forward to connecting with members of the community like you. This event coincides with Ray County High School football, and so we're looking forward to being at the tailgate on Friday night with the Ray County Eagles, cheering them on to victory. And then on Saturday, we will be at the Ray County Welcome Center. At these two events, we're going to be working to educate people on tire safety. Nokian Tires prides itself in having some of the safest tires on the road, especially for demanding conditions. It'll be a great opportunity for you to get to know some of the Nokian Tires employees and some of the things that we hold dear, such as safety. Coming up at the end of August, Nokian Tires will be holding its first annual Safety Fest here in Dayton. August 24th and 25th, we look forward to connecting with members of the community like you. This event coincides with Ray County High School football, and so we're looking forward to being at the tailgate on Friday night with the Ray County Eagles, cheering them on to victory. And then on Saturday, we will be at the Ray County Welcome Center. At these two events, we're going to be working to educate people on tire safety. Nokian Tires prides itself in having some of the safest tires on the road, especially for demanding conditions. It'll be a great opportunity for you to get to know some of the Nokian Tires employees and some of the things that we hold dear, such as safety.
Hi, my name is Leslie Travis, and I want you to know that the Tennessee Adult Education Program is here to help you earn your high school equivalency diploma. And the best part is that it's free. We have day and evening classes, and when you're ready for the test, we'll even pay for it. So tell me, why do you want to earn your high school equivalency diploma?
Make my great-grandma proud.
To open up new opportunities for me.
To accomplish my goal in life.
All right, welcome to the Nokian Tires halftime show. You're getting a visual image of one of the top bands in the state, or one of the most fun bands in the state, the Brainerd Panther Marching Band. We're here with Tennessee high school football gurus, Cameron Meadows.
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, first of all, Cam, tell us give us some thoughts, give us some insights. What are you seeing right now as far as this Ray County game? Ray County went into the locker room 21-7 lead over Brainerd.
Yeah, I mean, from being down there on the sideline, you could definitely tell the Eagles are controlling the line of scrimmage, both on the offense and defensive side of the ball. You know, having Cheryl go out there, our starting center, you know, that kind of hurts a little bit, but, you know, his backup has stepped in and done a good job. You know, I think we continue to do what we do and, you know, maybe clean up a little bit of the mistakes. You know, we should be in mercy rule land here before too long. You know, this Brainerd squad, they're very athletic, but they are super young. Like, most of these kids are, you know, sophomores or juniors. So, you know, next year they probably could make a little bit of noise in Chattanooga. Maybe not the state, but, you know, with being in 3A, they got Alcoa. So, you know, most teams tend to fizzle out whenever they beat Alcoa in the playoffs. But for the regular season and for the first part of the playoffs, this Brainerd team could be a contender next year to make a little bit of noise in Chattanooga. But, you know, as far as today, you know, the game goes, you know, Pemberton's played pretty good. Bradley Goodwin's looked good running the football. Aubrey Smith with a spectacular touchdown catch going down the sideline right in front of me. You know, very good throw. But overall, I mean, I think we're looking pretty good. Coach Pemberton said he would meet us after halftime and give us a few words then. So,
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. What about some of the other scores that are jumping out at you?
Yeah, there's a few. Of course, first off, you know, two of my friends are playing each other tonight. Coach Fitzgerald over at Meggs and Coach Josh Owensby. He's at Hickson. He's the offensive coordinator there. Right now, Fitz is up 41-0 in Meggs over Hickson. The big one in the state tonight, Maryville versus Oakland. Maryville is currently up 14-0 on Oakland in the second quarter. Let's see, Ottawa is tied at 14 with Science Hill. Bradley Central playing our opponent next week tonight, Walker Valley. Bradley is up 20-2 on Walker Valley in the second quarter. So Bradley looks like they've righted the ship after last week's big-time defeat against Farragut. Speaking of Farragut, Farragut is currently leading McMinn County 27-7. A couple other just round the area scores. We don't have an update on Catholic and Baylor yet because that's another big one for our region tonight. Just looking at some other East Tennessee scores, our good friend Kane Ballard has his Greenville Devils rolling again this year, up 35-0 at the half over Morristown West.
I love me some Kane Ballard, and Cade Ballard graduated with Kane. So proud of what he's been able to accomplish in high school football. The second quickest coach to 100 wins, only after George Quarles. Right now it's the Ray County Golden Eagles marching bands. We know you fans out there are dying to tune in. We're going to kick it down and tap into the audio and listen to their first show of the 2018 season.
High School Band is led by Director Gabriel Lahas and assisted by Brian Massengale and Sean Sneed. Percussion is led by Travis Williams and color guard by Kerry Williams. Percussion techs are Jamie Smith and Colin Robinson. Band president is Morgan Miller. Woodwind captain, Zachary Paxton. Brass captain, Luke Graham. Percussion captain is Jacob Opperman. Guard captain is Haley Collins. That's right,
When you want the best in local football, you want the Ray County Eagles. And when you want the best in local auto service, you want JB's Auto Sales and Service. Honest and dependable, right down Back Valley Road from Eagle Stadium in Evansville.
All right, friends, we're about to kick it down to Coach Mark Pemberton.
If we're lucky, Elmer, I don't want to overpromise here. He's talking with an official. He's walking towards the 50. We may not get him this go-round, which that's okay.
No, we're getting him.
Okay, we will get him then.
The man has promised.
I do see a conversation going down there. You just got a little look. Gary Reeves and Jeremy Fitzgerald. All right.
Here we go. Let's go down to Cam Meadows right now, standing by with Coach Pemberton.
All right, we're down here with Coach Mark Pemberton. Coach, it was a good first half. Scored 21 on them. Nice pass by Zach to Aubrey in the half there. What's your thoughts on the first half there?
I thought we were a little sloppy, to be honest. I didn't think we played quite as well as we're capable of playing. Hopefully we'll put it together second half.
That sounds good. All right, well, back up to the box.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And thank you very much, as always, to head coach Mark Pemberton for giving us a quick word on his impressions from the first half.
Cam, a little bit sloppy by both teams in that first half, but at least we ended the half on a good note as Ray County was able to take it in on a long pass from Pemberton to Aubrey Smith with just about a minute left to go in that second quarter. Got us a little bit of momentum back, and it is nice to be able to get the second half kickoff.
Yeah, sure. So there is a couple of minutes left in the halftime show. Coach Pemberton said looked a little sloppy. He wasn't really crazy about what he saw. Let's see if the halftime speech did any good.
Minute 40 left to go before second half kickoff. We're going to kick to our sponsors. Thanks again, you guys, for tuning in to the Nokian Tires halftime show.
So the crowd of the Southland Band now is concluding its pregame performance here on Shields Watkins Field. And now the Tennessee Volunteers are massing in the North Tunnel. There's emotion and passion, you can tell it. The tee opens, and now the emotion and passion of the fans comes to the forefront as the Tennessee Volunteers come running through the tee.
Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to be the official insurance of the Vols.
And it's football time in Tennessee.
And on behalf of all of us at Farm Bureau Insurance, go Eagles. The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles.
In today's media-saturated culture, teens need to know that every decision matters, on and off the field. The Edge strives to provide students with the education, direction, and guidance they need for a life of excellence. Offering Healthy Choices education for middle and high school, we believe that every child can succeed. We have resources for parents too. For more information, contact Tiffany Soyster at 775-0019.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike.
My name is Keith Butt, and I'm the youth pastor at New Union Baptist Church. We are a church that is for Ray County, and that includes our students from Dayton and the surrounding communities. Our goal is to bring our students one step closer to Jesus so that they look more and more like Him. If you are a teenager, we would love to see you on Wednesday nights at 6:30. And we would like to invite all of you to join us on Sunday at either our 8:30 or 11 o'clock services. Hopefully we'll see you here.
Ray County on the return now to open up the second half. And it is Aubrey Smith taking it out straight ahead past the 35, where Ray County will take over at around their own 36-yard line.
And Jason Elmer, given how we finished that second quarter, I would not be surprised to see the Golden Eagles strike quickly here in the third quarter. And Aubrey Smith has set us up in a nice position to do just that.
Well, Cam, I'm willing to bet that we come out motivated. Again, I'm willing to bet that Coach Pemberton gave his team quite an earful at the half. Ray County comes out, one wide receiver split right, that is Taylor Cowley. Pemberton under center once more. Aubrey Smith in motion. Pemberton running left around the right edge with a nice gain on first down, gain of about 7, close to 8.
Exactly what we wanted to see coming out from the half, as you said. Motivated, Zach Pemberton, a big pickup. Nearly gets a first down.
That's right, Cam. And, you know, in that first half, our problem wasn't necessarily that we were having trouble establishing the line of scrimmage and blowing the Brainerd Panthers off of it, but just that, you know, sloppy mistakes here and there, penalties, fumbles, that sort of thing. Got to clean it up. Pemberton now rolling right. The pitch comes to Jackson Langley, who does field it cleanly. However, he's met almost immediately for a loss.
Really impressive by Langley. They're able to hold on to the balls. The ball and the defender got there about the same time. That could have been disastrous. That'll move us back a few yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now for the Golden Eagles.
Cam, I'm not saying it's a prediction. I doubt we do it, but I'll tell you what I would love to see right here. Honestly, just 1 or 2 quarterback sneaks in a row. I don't think there's any surer way of picking up 5 yards for Ray County than doing just that. And call me Tony Romo.
I won't.
Pemberton plunging ahead. Not quite the gain that I would have expected, but still a gain of a couple. It's going to set up 4th and a very manageable. Cam, I tell you what, I would go right back to it. I really think that we can pick up the few yards we need just on a sneak alone.
And, Jace, I would not blame Coach Pemberton, as it is averaged at least 3 yards a sneak, and that's all we need here. Another good push from the offensive line would have us moving the chains.
Tight splits now. Pemberton under center. Aubrey Smith in motion, and a very nice call by Ray County. It's a no play, a freeze as they call it, and it's going to be a clear offsides on Brainerd. It's going to give Ray County a lazy boy first down.
Ray County beats the freeze.
We will take it, and they earned that one. You know, we saw a lot of attempts last year to draw the defense offsides. But I really like that one with Aubrey in motion.
Yep.
It didn't just pull one; it pulled about the whole.
Yeah, great job selling it, and just a great play call. Brainerd just really expecting that quarterback sneak, crowding the ball, crowding the line of scrimmage, and we caught him. Ray County now 1st and 10. Pemberton rolling right. Oh no, he pitches, and it looks like Ray County somehow came up with that ball. My goodness.
Big Coach and Edwards down there with Jackson Langley. We have got to take us. That's going to put Ray County at a tremendous disadvantage going into the rest of this series. But let's take a look at this replay.
That's right. The pitch came well behind the pitch man. Pemberton was being tackled, trying to get rid of the ball, trying to make something happen.
Take a look, Jace. See what you think. He was already grabbed a hold of.
Yeah. And again, not a well-executed pitch.
Bounces out, and Big Coat and Edwards really gets down there, and he just manhandled the ball away from the defender, basically what happened.
Ray County now plunging up the middle is Chandler Kaler. A good gain of about 5 or so, close to 6. He set up 3rd and about 13.
Gain of about 6.
And really a commendable move there by Zach Pemberton. Has been basically flawless here in the opening half. Decided to show one chink in his armor. Probably a poor decision there, Jace, to try to pitch that ball. Should have just taken the loss.
You know, yeah, you respect trying to make something out of nothing, but the pitch really wasn't there to make, Cam.
Something out of nothing, story of my life. 3rd down here for the Golden Eagles.
Cam, the play I liked for the last few years that Ray County used to run, we don't go with them. Instead, just a hard-nosed run by Chandler Kaler. My goodness.
Yes, sir.
Tough, hard yards by Chandler Kaler. That is good, hard running, and the man he ran over, a Brainerd Panther, is down.
Well,
he gets up. It looks like he's going to be okay. Possibly his pride wounded as much as anything, as he just got absolutely trucked.
Yeah, he did, and that's the big boy Chandler Kaler. Got to take a look at this replay, and this is where just the ground and pound with that big smash mouth fullback.
Holding down the B button.
Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost a Ray County lazy boy first down.
That's right, Elmer. Instead, it'll set up 4th and a little bit less than a yard to go. And once again, I like Ray County. I think they've got several options here. They could sneak it with Pemberton. They can just run him around the edge. That play has worked numerous times tonight and against Cleveland. They could give it once again to Chandler Kaler up the middle. I like Ray County's odds of picking up this first down.
Really nothing sneaky about it at this point, Jace. It's just effective, and they might as well go to it.
Right. And they could even run the freeze play again just to see if Brainerd jumps. Instead, it'll be Pemberton on the sneak, and sure enough, he will have more than enough for another Ray County lazy boy first down.
Pemberton keeps. And that's another Golden Eagle Ray Medical Center.
That'll be another first down just inside the 40.
Our friends at Lazy Boy are loving that, and so is the rest of Eagle Nation.
That's right, Ray County, even with a couple of mistakes, managing to overcome 2 big 4th down conversions on this drive, and chewing clock as well.
Just over 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Ray County leading Brainerd 21-7.
Aubrey Smith on the pitch around the left side. 2 flags will come in, as it looks like, once again, that's in the vicinity of where a hold or block in the back might occur. That's what I'm expecting. Smith, the motion man, coming from the right around the left edge that time. Would have been a decent gain if not for the penalty. It is, in fact, going to be a hold on Ray County. It will back us up 10 yards from the spot. Going to bring up first down and long.
Ray County looking pretty solid here, Jace, in the opening third quarter. But as we go forward this season, definitely going to have to prevent some of these unnecessary, unforced errors that we've seen with the holds.
That's right. Pemberton now under center. Jackson Langley in motion, but a false start by Ray County. More sloppy play from the Golden Eagles.
You know, Jace, as we go forward in the season, we're really going to have to prevent these unforced errors. Oh, I just said that.
Well, you're exactly right, Cam.
And they will. This is a complex offense with a lot of moving parts, so they will. You know, we didn't get a full game in last week with Cleveland. We had a few preseason games, but this is our first full game. Still getting some kinks out.
Ray County now comes to the line. It will be first down and about 27 yards to go. Langley in motion again. Pemberton around the right side. He's got a good gain, shakes the tackler. He's going to have enough almost for a Ray County Lazy Boy first down. He's going to be right at it, just depending on the spot, a generous spot out across the 30. And sure enough, that will be a Ray County Lazy Boy first down, a pickup of 28 yards by Zach Pemberton.
I don't know if he's running on Nokians, but Zach Pemberton's got wheels.
I hear that.
Well said, Ken.
That's a Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Let's take another look. First, let's take a look at Zach, buddy. Look at that big smile on his face.
He must go to Richland Creek Dental. Dr. McKenzie Bowling, downtown Dayton. He'll help you find your smile.
Here now again on first down. It's the give up the middle to Bradley Goodwin. Finding a crease right up the middle. A pickup of about 15 yards by Goodwin. Good enough for yet another Ray County Lazy Boy first down.
Sam. Bradley Goodwin, really the 1-2-3 punch with Goodwin, Kaler, and Pemberton.
And don't forget Smith and Langley as well.
Certainly.
Just like Cam was saying earlier, this offense has looked good. The only team capable on this field of beating us is us.
We have some weapons, and what I really liked about that run from Pemberton was the downfield blocking.
Pemberton once more off the right edge. He keeps it himself, and he's going to pick up yet another Ray County Lazy Boy first down. That is 3 first downs right in a row. Pemberton took a shot to his knee at the end of that run. He's only slightly gimpy, but it looks like he'll be all right.
I can assure you one thing, that young man's tough.
Yes, he is.
It was baptism by fire with his first game as a Ray County starting quarterback down at Baylor his sophomore year, and he's had a few more baptisms by fire since. And the kid's tough. He's a football player.
It'll be first and goal now, just outside the 3-yard line. Aubrey Smith in motion. Pemberton around the left edge, and he will waltz into the end zone. It is a Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown.
Zach Pemberton.
Golden Eagles.
Zach Pemberton, 1 if by land, 3 if by sea. It doesn't really work, but Zach Pemberton scores again for
6 if by end zone.
Yeah. The Golden Eagles all over the Panthers of Brainerd here tonight.
And once again, Hayden Frazier on the kick from the hold of Kyle Carr. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And with 5:14 left in the third quarter, according to the sign of the dancing football, it is Ray County 28, the Brainerd Panthers 7. We will be right back.
From the doctors and staff at Eyes on Main, we welcome you to our new location on Market Street, where we proudly support Ray County Golden Eagle football.
Go Eagles!
Justin came out, we walked the land, we looked over the land, and he started coming up with some wonderful ideas.
Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer looking for the best materials or want our experts to create beautiful spaces in your outdoor places, stop by or give us a call at 423-531-2671 or visit our online galleries at mccoshlandscaping.com. That's MCCOSH landscaping.com.
Once again, it is Hayden Frazier on the kick as Ray County has gone out to a 28-7 lead. Brainerd fields it at the 15. Cuts up around the right side, and a pretty good return for Baylor. This will be their best starting field position coming off of a kickoff yet tonight, as they will take over around their own 33-yard line.
We see Zach Pemberton chewing up yards tonight. We want to give a shout out to our sponsor, McCosh Landscaping, that we feature there in our most recent ads. He'll chew up your lawn. He'll get it nice and clean, manicured. Does a great job, as you saw there, a house that they were able to do some yard work on.
That's right. And when chewing up a yard, if you get some yards stuck in your teeth, go see Dr. Mackenzie Bowling. Once again, Brainerd out of the gun. The handoff goes up the middle and is met immediately. Fantastic job there by the Ray County Golden Eagles, a veritable flock, Cam, stuffing that run play. Again, Ray County has been so strong against the run out of these first 3 quarters that we've played.
Cut to Zach Pemberton Monday morning at Richland Creek Dental. Dr. Bowling. I see you've been chewing up yard.
Who got that hit? I want to see who got that hit. Let's watch that one more time. Please let me squeeze it in before this next play. It's going to be close.
We'll narrate anyway. Brainerd once again out of the gun. Ray County scooting up, playing
good
press coverage on the wide receivers. Number 3 going long. Aubrey Smith is there in coverage, and he's going to come down with the interception, I believe. He does. Aubrey Smith oh, no, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. That is one of the worst calls I've seen a referee make in a long, long time, as Aubrey Smith clearly came down with that ball, had possession of it the entire way, and yet the referee has the audacity and unmitigated gall to dare say that the wide receiver had equal and joint possession with Aubrey Smith.
Okay, we're going to take a second look at that. We're going to slow it down a little bit.
That is a farce, Elmer, and I am absolutely fired up over that call.
There's no way.
Aubrey Smith was camped under that ball and had it the entire way. That referee has no clue what he just witnessed. A terrible call, absolutely awful, and it gives Brainerd a long first down.
I would like to
point out. Have a false start on Brainerd on this play, but I am sorry,
something's going up. We've got to take a second look at this. Take a second look, Jace. You have every right to be upset.
That's right. You saw it right there. Aubrey Smith had it the entire way. Just an absolutely awful call. 1st and 15 now for Brainerd. The give goes up the middle, knifing through for a positive gain. Goes Brainerd. It's going to set up 2nd and about 5 or so. And we can get one more replay of Aubrey Smith.
You sure can.
There.
Let's squeeze it in. Let's get it in. I've got it queued up.
I'm just not done griping about this.
We're actually going to slow it down here at the point of
Aubrey Smith with it the entire way. The receiver doesn't even have a hand on the ball, it looks like. At no point does that wide receiver exercise the least bit of control over that ball. Just an absolutely awful call. That referee should definitely not quit his day job. Once again, Brainerd going deep here, and they're going to connect on a perfect catch and throw. There are no flags on the play.
Jason, impressive toss there from Lattimore, but really the assist goes to the officiating crew because we should be in possession of the football.
Absolutely.
And that is just an absolute blow there to the Golden Eagles, who did not deserve that or earn that. And Brainerd tacks on 6.
And you know, Cam, too, on that replay, you can clearly see that there is only one referee out of the entire crew on the field tonight who signaled in the least that it was Brainerd's ball. Cam, that PAT is up, and it is no good. Barely got up at all. Not a great snap, not a great hold, not a great kick.
Now let's just take one more look at this pass.
Elmer, my blood pressure is up the more and more I watch this. We've got a great slow motion replay. Good job, Elmer, and good job by our camera crew. Aubrey Smith made a fantastic read on that play, came over the top from his safety position, and is not rewarded at all. Once again, with 2:57 left in the third quarter, it is now Ray County Golden Eagles 28, Brainerd 13.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles!
All right, and we are back. Once again, 2:57 left in the third quarter. Brainerd kicking off. Aubrey Smith deep in receiving. He collects it at the 12. He waits patiently for his blocks, and he finds a seam around the left edge. He's got some yards and a pretty good return out to about the 33, 34-yard line. Comes Aubrey Smith.
Definitely trying to avenge his injustice from the defensive interception called catch for Brainerd. Aubrey Smith puts the Golden Eagles in nice field position here. 2:49 left, third quarter. Ray County 28, Brainerd 13 after the missed PAT. Definitely don't want to give them
All right, Pemberton once again under center. One man wide right. Aubrey Smith in motion to the left. The give is going to go up the middle to the fullback, who fights his way for about 2 yards. Once again, that is Chandler Kaler, big number 42. Number 29, Dylan Reed, now entering the game at wide receiver. Running in the play.
Golden Eagles definitely looking to add to their lead here.
Pemberton rolling right. He fakes the pitch. He takes it himself. He's going to pick up just a couple.
The defender definitely bit there.
That's going to set up third and about 5 now for Ray County. Ray County now with 2 wide receivers split out. Aubrey Smith in motion to the left, trying to draw the Brainerd Panthers offside. Does not work this time. Brainerd exercising some discipline, and it'll force Ray County to take a timeout. With 1:31 left in the third quarter, we're also going to take a timeout. We will be right back.
Senior year of high school, I tore my ACL, and the team at Professional Therapy got me back to running at a competitive level.
As part of Ray Medical Center, Professional Therapy Services of Ray County shares the same commitment to excellence as Ray County Athletics.
Let Professional Therapy get you back in the game.
Zach Smith under center. He fakes the fullback dive and rolls left. He's got enough for another Ray County lazy boy first down as he rumbles and stumbles out to about the 48-yard line. Great play call. Again, faking the fullback dive just off to the right, reversing field. Heading off to the left is Zach Pemberton.
Yeah, and if you heard Jace coming out of the commercial break there, Malcolm Gladwell did an entire episode this year on Revisionist History about a Freudian slip. I don't know who Zach Smith is, but we'll look into Jace's past and see if we can figure that out. He definitely called Pemberton Smith
Maybe I'm still upset over the Urban Meyer fiasco with Zach Smith, former assistant coach. Maybe that's it.
That is probably what it is,
My
Jace.
apologies to Zach Pemberton. Pemberton now giving just off the right side to the fullback. And that's going to be a no gain on the play, as Chandler Kaler has to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this is an awesome time to once again give a shout out to our post-game meal sponsor. At this time during the second half, we normally start getting those hangry feelings sometimes, and I know Cam is bad about that. I can hear him thinking about that chocolate malt shake or whatever.
Yeah,
it's impressive to hear him thinking.
I am not in a good state when it comes to my need for sugar right now and carbs and meat.
Look at Bradley Goodwin up the middle, running hard for yet another Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Boy, he was shot out of a cannon right up the middle on that play.
Yep.
A great play call, great blocking by the offensive line. That hole was a mile wide, and a great first down run by Goodwin.
Goodwin is going to be a beast. You're going to see a lot out of that young man this year on both sides of the ball.
That's right. He's only a junior as well, so it's going to be nice to have him come back even after this year.
And Elmer, speaking of food and fun, don't forget, next Saturday, September 1st, your Tennessee Volunteers will go to Charlotte, North Carolina for a neutral site game to open up their college football season against the West Virginia Mountaineers at Centennial Park in Dayton. Saturday, September 1st, the Tennessee Touchdown Party. Come out. There's going to be cornhole, food, games, fun to be had. Join us, Tennessee Touchdown Party.
The food is special. Last year we had tremendous vendors. It was man, they had some good eats. Good eats you won't find anywhere else. I believe Screen Door Cafe, Banjo's Barbecue. They had a little bit of styles different from what you'll see on their menu, but man, you're talking about good, get down street food. To enjoy the Vols game. It's going to be on a Jumbotron hosted by Main Street Dayton.
You guys make it sound fantastic. My only regret is that I won't be able to attend. I'll actually be officiating on September 1st, my little sister's wedding. That's right. She had the audacity to schedule her wedding on a Tennessee football Saturday. But the good news is that wedding's not until about 6:30. Game kickoff is at 3:30. I'm not going to officiate that thing until fourth quarter is wrapped up. But again, I suppose I have to say congratulations to my little sister.
Absolutely.
Kaylee Cochran.
Absolutely.
No. She's a good one. She's a good one. And
inexcusable.
Ray County now 1st and 10. The give is up.
Oh, that's a face mask. That's a face mask.
And the flag is out.
The flag is out.
Good eye.
Elmer, what did you think it was?
I think it was a 5-finger face mask. And I have the proof right here. We're about to dial it in. We're going to slow this down.
Good camera work on the sideline.
Look at
there
that
it is,
face
right
mask.
There.
Yeah.
Bradley Goodwin on the carry. Obvious call. What do you know? An official got one right. And for some odd reason, I guess they're going to give it the 5-yard variety of face mask, which I know in college and the pros has gone the way of the dinosaur. There is no 5-yard face mask, but it looks like that's what Ray County gets here, as it only sets up 2nd and short instead of 1st and 10. Once again, to give up the middle to the fullback. It will be very close to a Ray County Lazy Boy first down. May require a measurement. Let's see what the officials say. And in the meantime, we've got a Brainerd Panther slow to get up. He eventually makes his way up off the turf. They are not going to give it to Ray County. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. And Cam, once again, I expect either a quarterback sneak or just a simple no play. Really, though, no sense in beating around the bush and calling the freeze play when it's this short and you know you can pick up the first down on a sneak. Might as well just do it.
100% agree, Jace. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And we are exactly going to get another Lazy Boy first down.
Jay Stradamus, what can I say? Great pickup there, great push by the offensive line, and Zach Pemberton plowing his way forward for that first down.
What can you say? Hopefully never that again.
All right, Ray County with yet another Lazy Boy first down. Pemberton under center. Jackson Langley in motion. The give is going to go to Bradley Goodwin, who fights for about 2, maybe 3 yards right up the middle. Tough yards by Goodwin on that play.
Coach Pemberton really working that clock. We didn't get into junk time like we anticipated. Some of us anticipated, but nevertheless.
I was really hoping for it, Elmer, if for no other reason that it gets me to my burger, fries, and shake a little bit sooner.
You know what? I really enjoy the original double.
Really?
Enjoy the original double.
Okay.
Aubrey Smith in motion to the left as Pemberton keeps it around the left side, running hard. That's going to be yet another Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Great pickup by Pemberton there.
Recline them chains. Lazy Boy first down. Zach Pemberton getting it done once again.
Zach could very well be leading Ray County rushers tonight.
I think he easily is, Elmer. Big Caleb Laws split out right. Laws checking in at 6'6", 250. He's a big target in the red zone.
Back to the action.
And the give goes up the middle once again to the fullback. And, you know, if we weren't having as much success running the ball, I'd be curious to see if we ever throw it up to Laws. I like him as a big red zone target. Just throw it up to him on a fade, and I'm confident that Big Caleb will come down with it.
Yeah, he's quite the athlete. Good hands.
I think with a few Division I scholarship offers so far from Mr. Laws as well.
Sure, now receiving a text message from the pharmacist at one of our title sponsors, Ray Medical Center. That is, of course, Ryan Smith, who is chiming in with the Clockwork scoreboard operation has been superb tonight. That is the Clockwork scoreboard operation has been superb. Speaking of Clockwork, Ryan, like Clockwork, does not show up once again, so that is Ray County attendance 1, Ryan Smith 0.
And Pemberton keeps around the left side, gain of only a couple. It'll bring up third down. Not quite goal to go.
We do want to congratulate Ryan with a birth of a beautiful,
Claire.
Yes,
beautiful Mary Claire Smith. She
beautiful
will
Mary Claire.
Go by Claire. Clark is a very proud big brother. Congratulations to Ryan and Leanna. Fantastic couple. Love them dearly. They go to New Union with us.
I just wanted him here to hang out with us. That's all, guys.
Fighting for hard yards up
Give
the middle
it to him.
And lunging, diving close to a first down, or close to a touchdown, but definitely getting a Lazy Boy first down is our fullback. He came so close to punching it in all the way. Once again, that is
Chandler
Kaler.
Kaler. Let's take another look. Boy, very much inside the 1. I thought that second effort was going to get him over the goal line, and that's a close call. I don't know. With that dive, I don't know if his knee touched before that ball. If that's where his knee touched where the ball was, I just don't know. We're gonna
sneak it in right here, Elmer, so it doesn't matter.
And instead, it's the give once again for a Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown. It is Chandler Kaler finishing off what he started on that drive.
Pay the man. A Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown, Chandler Kaler. Our resident cameraman, Johnny Cannon, up in Gatlinburg tonight, not actually in Cleveland, although I wish he was, in protest.
Loving to see the Ray County.
He has texted in that the Ray County Lady Eagles soccer team has beat Knox Central 2-1. Central last year made it to the state sectionals, actually. So the Lady Eagles, congrats on advancing to the second round of the Smoky Mountain Cup up in Gatlinburg. Glad to hear that you all are tuning in, watching the broadcast here as Chick Frazier is standing by for the PAT.
We are missing you. Always missing you, Johnny and Larissa. Hope your family, you guys have a great time in Gatlinburg. Before we kick it to our sponsors, let's take another look at that touchdown by Chandler Kaler. Just scratching and clawing and driving and grinding his way in for another Ray County touchdown. We'll be right back in just a moment. Hang with us.
front of the Southland Band now is concluding its pregame performance here on Shields Watkins Field. And now the Tennessee Volunteers are massing in the North Tunnel. There's emotion and passion, you can tell it. The tee opens, and now the emotion and passion of the fans comes to the forefront as the Tennessee Volunteers come running through the tee.
Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to be the official insurance of the Vols.
And it's football time in Tennessee.
And on behalf of all of us,
Frazier on the kickoff now for Ray County. Fielded at about the 20, cutting upfield, now off to the right. Containment breaks down just a little bit, and trying to reverse field again is the Brainerd Panther. He'll only make it for all his efforts, only to about the 30-yard line, where Brainerd will take over 1st and 10. 7:34 left in the third quarter now, as Ray County has gone out to a 35.
Hi, my name is Leslie Travis, and I want you to know that the Tennessee Adult Education Program is here to help you earn your high school equivalency diploma. And the best part is that it's free. We have day and evening classes, and when you're ready for the test, we'll even pay for it. So tell me, why do you want to earn your high school equivalency diploma?
Make my great-grandma proud.
To open up new opportunities for me.
To accomplish my goal in life.
And here we are once again, Brainerd going along on 1st down, but that pass falls incomplete, harmlessly to the turf.
I'd like to give a personal shout out to my girlfriend Taylor, who made the trek up from Chattanooga tonight. No doubt she is bored at this point, but sticking around to watch the Golden Eagles beat up on the Panthers of Brainerd. Thanks for coming up, Tay-Tay.
Folks, believe it or not, Cam has absolutely outkicked his coverage with the lovely Taylor. I still can't believe it.
Go on, go on.
Congratulations to Cam and Taylor, though. My goodness, he has done incredibly well. Don't know how he did it. Brainerd rolls left, drops back, and is sacked. Bo Garmany on the sack, coming around the left edge.
Yeah, we are going to see a replay of that sack by Bo Garmany. So proud of Bo Garmany, what he's been able to do on both sides of the ball. Really a surprise. And there's Bo right there. You keep doing your thing, Bo. Looking good, buddy.
Bo knows, and what I knows, Elmer, is I'm getting excited about a shake.
You getting excited about a little shaky shake?
Looks like an illegal substitution penalty against Brainerd.
I'm squeezing in a little visual tease for our audience.
It's going to bring up 3rd and about, my goodness, a little over about 18 yards or so. Obvious passing situation for Brainerd. Ray County needs to be in a true prevent defense. Here they are dropping back. That pass is going to be overthrown.
Well, let's wait to see if they call a catch, Jace. The ball is bouncing on the track.
It's going to bring 4th and long. You know, that they've thrown a couple of good little short, medium range passes, but there's been 2 passing interference calls that I would really like for them to take a second look, maybe go back and watch our broadcast and sleep on that tonight.
I don't know how you would sleep, Elmer, if you watched how poor the call was.
Well, that's my point.
It's a short punt by Brainerd. It's actually taken a Ray County bounce, and Brainerd is just content to watch it come back to their feet.
Wow.
That actually came back to the original line of scrimmage.
Not what you look for out of a punt. And Ray County will take over with excellent field position at about the 26-yard line.
Ball is spotted on the 26-yard line.
flag here before the play can really unfold. Looks like that one is going to go against the Golden Eagles. And by the Golden Eagles, I mean it's actually going to go against Brainerd, because now that I have picked over play-by-play, while Jace responds to some much-needed text messaging, I have, of course, miscalled it.
And I'm back.
We're just outside of that mercy rule. Ray County up 35-13.
And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field.
You know, we do want to thank Dr. Mackenzie Bowling for coming to help us out here tonight. He's actually running the scoreboard for us. Speaking of scoreboard, if you want to run up the score on your dental health, you should go visit Dr. Mackenzie Bowling down at Richland Creek Dental. He will definitely help you find your smile. I actually personally use him as my dentist, and he does a fantastic job. A crack staff there, get you checked in, great facilities, great technology, all the latest and greatest in the dental healthcare world. Go see Dr. Bowling. He'll help you find your smile.
Exactly right, Cam. You know, I actually have a crown on a far back upper left tooth, and I promise you, if I'm not thinking about it, I don't even remember that it's a crown. It fits like an absolute glove. Done so well by Dr. Bowling. Like I said, I just forget about it all the time. It is better than the original tooth. Here we go now. Bo Garmany in at fullback and Hayden Frazier in at quarterback. 1st and 5 now for the Ray County Golden Eagles, as we have pulled a few of the starters at least. The give is up the middle to Bo Garmany. Sprinting ahead. It's going to be enough for another Ray County Lazy Boy first down, as Bo Garmany hungry on that carry.
Oh, he's always hungry. He's always hungry.
Speaking of which, that chocolate milkshake is just absolutely on my mind right now.
You will have to forgive us. Our minds do start to wander, which is always a good sign, meaning the Golden Eagles are up big as they are here tonight against the Panthers of Brainerd. So we are definitely turning our attention to food.
That's right. 6:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Once again, Hayden Frazier under center. Man is in motion, but probably a little bit too many men in motion for Ray County. Although it looks like the call is going to go against Brainerd. Looks like they're going to give that on our behalf with an offsides call against Brainerd, although the referees are conferring now. We'll see if that really bad referee changes the good referee's mind.
And I think everyone tuning in, and Jason, Elmer, I'm sure you agree, probably the most interesting thing remaining in this game tonight will be whether or not Ray County High School band director Gabriel LaHaas plays his trump card and has his band revisit Bye 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 within the last minute of the game to send Brainerd on their way back to Chattanooga.
Ooh, that would be a fantastic flourish, Cam. What a send-off.
Do it, Mr. LaHaas. Older brother of the Lane Train, T-Lane, T-Pain texting in that Cleveland has decided to continue to play football tonight. They're actually trailing the Bearden Bulldogs 21-14. Quarter left to go up in Knoxville.
Hayden Frazier on the carry around the left edge, keeping it himself, but he is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that play just wasn't quite there.
Actually, I'm sorry, I want to add a correction there. Cleveland's field actually just dried from all the rain last Saturday. They're playing in Cleveland, actually. Believe it or not, they actually play football over there.
The field was actually made in Tincati and here in Dayton, and it's a high. It truly is the highest quality field you can possibly get. Hopefully, yeah, I'm pretty proud of our field. It's held up really well over the past few years. Hoping our friends at Tincati will come, and since they're Ray County, live here in Ray County employees, I'd like to see them put that quality on our field, and we can assure them that we will test that field to its limits in all types of weather.
Wow, and a very lucky break for the Ray County Golden Eagles right there, as Hayden Frazier, while being hit, tries to make the pitch. The ball winds up on the turf, kicked around a little bit, but Frazier himself is able to make the recovery all the way back at the Brainerd 26-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. I believe that's goal to go, Cam.
It is indeed. Cars starting to trickle out as Ray County has all but sealed the deal here tonight.
And you know what's interesting, Cam, is even if we only get sort of an appreciable gain here on third down, you might see the quarterback himself, Hayden Frazier, stay in to kick a field goal. Reminds me of a great little historical tidbit. Although no one here likes the Florida Gators, it's a fun fact that Steve Spurrier, during his Heisman campaign season at Florida, in a game against Auburn, was quarterbacking the game-winning drive and arrived right around the 25-yard line and waved the kicker off on fourth down, stayed out there himself and kicked the game-winning field goal. Can you imagine doing that?
You know, Jace, I'd have to say that the Lord was smiling on Steve Spurrier. I had a good Spurrier going for a second, then I lost it. It went way, way too country.
I respect it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We get a little silly here at the end, folks.
Man in motion. Now Hayden Frazier's going to roll left, throw out into the flat, and he's just short of Bo Garmany, who was open and had running room, but the pass falling just shy. He's going to bring up fourth down from about the 31-yard line, probably just outside of field goal range. But you know what? May as well just let Hayden Frazier throw it up, see what happens.
Or just let him, maybe he's wanting to get a career best field goal.
It would be a 48-yard attempt. I would imagine that would definitely be a career best for Frazier, but I don't believe Coach Pemberton is going to lend him that opportunity here.
You know, a lot of people would say that, you know, with your second string in, up by quite a bit, you don't put the ball in the air. However, you know, we saw the need to have Hayden Frazier come in and play at the end of last year with Zach Permanent injured. I like the idea of just letting him throw it. You got to get your backup quarterback some experience because you never know when he's going to be needed. And if you don't let him throw in situations like this, when he comes in important situations, he's not going to have that necessary experience. So, again, I'm very supportive of just letting Hayden Frazier wing it at this point as another false start penalty scoots the Golden Eagles back another 5 yards. They'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 37-yard line as a comedy of errors has befallen our Golden Eagles now late in the fourth.
We've got a lot of twos in the game, and in it, you know, in addition to Chig, they're getting some reps. We'll be needing those guys to have a little bit of experience under their belt as the season continues.
All right, around 4 minutes left to go now. Frazier under center, man in motion, and they're just going to toss it out to the left side, breaking a tackle and scooting out number 36. That is Mason Jolly. Jolly on the spot.
Jolly he tossed in a nice spin move there.
He did. That's worth a second look.
Slow it down if you can, Elmer.
You see what I can do? You're gonna see Jolly spin.
Jolly's got to be pretty satisfied with that run, which would make him a Jolly Green Jolly.
You know, he absolutely is, Jason. You know, I actually hear that they own some nearby farm property, which actually makes him a Jolly Rancher.
That was much better than mine. All right, Brainerd will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Under 4 minutes left to play in this one. Our Golden Eagles up 35-13. And the second string is in now for Ray County. First string still in for Brainerd as the running back knifes ahead. He's going to have just enough for a first down. Per usual, the clock will stop only to reset the chains, whereupon the clock will get to moving again.
And, of course, we heavily encouraging our sideline reporter, Cam Meadows, to put a bug in Coach Pemberton's ear to make it really short and sweet with the post-game comments and interview because we all want to get to Steak and Shake.
I don't think there's any question about that, Elmer. Pemberton has played incredibly well. He is leading Ray County, not just in passing, obviously, as quarterback, but in rushing as well.
And he's made some big plays on defense.
That's right. That's exactly right. Playing both ways along with Chandler Kaler and Aubrey Smith. And Bradley Goodwin as well. Brainerd now throw it out into the flat. Trying to find some positive yardage. It's going to be a pickup of about 10 on that. One of Brainerd's best plays in quite a while. Once again, their first string still in it
Just under 3 minutes now here at Bill Horton Field. Elmer, Jace, curious to get your final thoughts as we wind down here. As it looks like Ray County is definitely going to pull out the win. What are your thoughts as we head into week 3 action? What did you see here tonight from the Golden Eagles, and what do you think we need to improve upon, and what can we build upon that we did well tonight?
Well, Cam, I liked our run defense. I've talked about it already, but against Cleveland last week, although it was an abbreviated game, we only allowed 8 rushing yards on 8 carries. And I've been overall pretty pleased with the rush defense again tonight against the Brainerd Panthers. However, our pass defense needs to be shored up a little bit. We were a little bit sloppy on the offensive side of the ball as well. Multiple false starts, had a couple of fumbles as well. Just need to take care of some things, just look a little bit sharper. I liked our intensity. I like the energy that we brought. However, just a little bit sloppy tonight. And I'm sure that Coach Pemberton and the great coaching staff that we have will have our boys working on ball security and snap counts all week. And once again, we have Walker Valley coming up next week. It's going to be a big game. We traditionally have done very well against Walker Valley. I expect another Golden Eagle win. As I mentioned earlier, I will not be on the broadcast next week. I apologize in advance for my absence. I will be at the wedding rehearsal for my little sister, whose wedding I am very proudly officiating on September 1st. She's marrying Dan Fields, Dr. Dan Fields.
Pretty selfish, Kaylee, pretty selfish.
I know. Dr. Dan Fields, fantastic guy, friend of mine, and a classmate, actually, in dental school of our sponsor, Dr. Mackenzie Bowling in Richland Creek Dental. Dan Fields is a fantastic dentist. He's an even better person, and I couldn't be more thrilled to have him as part of the family. I'm excited to officiate their wedding. Like I said, very honored, and unfortunately won't be able to be here next week on the broadcast, but that's all right. Cam Lane, Elmer Harris have you covered.
Yeah, we'll absolutely be looking forward to you returning on week 4 at McMinn County.
That's right. I'm excited to be back for that, Elmer.
That's always a big rivalry. Next week is the district opener, Walker Valley. We're looking forward to really looking forward to that game. Again, that will be a district game of great importance.
That's right. Kyle Carr now in at quarterback for the Ray County Golden Eagles, big number 9. He is a 6'3" junior and also the holder. I have a soft spot in my heart, having been a former backup quarterback and a holder myself.
Now check this out. Check this out.
3rd and 9 for the Eagles.
Number 10, it appears number 10, Kane Collins, a freshman quarterback, has now entered the game for Ray County.
That's right. He's going to roll to his right. He's a lefty. Now he's rolling back to his left, throwing across his body. He's got it set up. We've got a completion, and with a nice gain on the play is number 3, Austin Brackett, also a freshman. Once again, that is freshman to freshman right there.
I'm going to tell you, that kid has promise. Great promise for that young man. Let's take a second look.
That's right. Great job by Kane Collins, seeing where the rush was coming from his right, rolling back to his left, finding the open man.
It's going
to bring up 4th and a long 3. And on the fullback dive, coming up just short.
And I've actually just gotten a text. I want to chime in here real quickly. It looks like our booking department has potentially secured 2018 Strawberry Invitational Golf Champion Jacob Davis for an in-person interview next week in Jace's stead. Stand by for those details. We will definitely send that information out on our social media this week and confirm as soon as we can, but potentially a blockbuster interview for us next week.
All right, we want to thank everybody once again for tuning in, but don't go anywhere. Stick around for the Nokian Tires post-game show that is coming up next, where we hope to speak to Coach Mark Pemberton and also some of the key Ray County Golden Eagle football players, hopefully including Zach Pemberton, maybe Aubrey Smith, and basically whoever we can run down, we can find in the masses.
That's right, but as for now, it is a final score here at Bill Horton Field, Eagle Stadium, 35-13. The Ray County Golden Eagles get our first win of the year.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Coming up at the end of August, Nokian Tires will be holding its first annual Safety Fest here in Dayton. August 24th and 25th, we look forward to connecting with members of the community like you. This event coincides with Ray County High School football, and so we're looking forward to being at the tailgate on Friday night with the Ray County Eagles, cheering them on.
Good things. We did several really bad things. Let's get them bad things out of our system. Region game next week. Playoff game. It's a playoff game. Walker Valley. You got to be ready to play. Now Monday, no JV or freshman Monday. We will practice Monday. Good job. Got food for you when we get done here. Yeah. Nice work.
You ready for us? All right. We're down here with Coach Mark Pemberton. Coach, good win, start the season. You know, like you said there in the huddle, had a few mistakes. Got to clean it up for the big region game next week against Walker Valley. Just want to get a couple of your thoughts on the game.
Well, I mean, I thought we did some really good things, and I thought we did some really bad things. We did, had way too many penalties again, and you know, ball was on the ground a few times, missed some blocks, but hopefully we'll get that ironed out. Got to, you know, I told the kids it's a playoff game next week. You got it's to play to get in the playoffs, so we got to iron out that stuff and be ready to play. You know, so give Brainerd credit. I thought their kids played hard. They were a little tough to block inside. They had some size in there, so we got to do a better job blocking size in the inside of the offensive line, but. Proud with the effort. I thought our kids played hard. We just got to eliminate the mistakes.
Yep. Well, that's all we got for down here. Thanks, Coach Mark Pemberton, for the time, and we'll see you next Friday.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Let's see. We're going to try to track down Zach Pemberton and Aubrey Smith here and get some thoughts on them.
Thank you so much for those comments, Coach Pemberton. Great job down there, Brian and Cam, for bringing us that interview.
All right, as I understand, they're going to try to track down. I can see on my monitor they're trying to track down. It's kind of hard, as you can see in the masses of the Eagle faithful, to actually track down a key player or two.
I'll tell you what's neat, Elmer, is that I've seen Ryan Smith use the painting that hung in my room growing up. Of Bill Hortonfield, looking down on the players and fans that gather around.
With the 12.
Exactly
with the 12.
Right.
I'm in my living room.
It's so personal to me, and it's so nice to actually see it just play out right in front of your own eyes.
It's special. I actually picked it up at We Care. I said, "Are you kidding me?" I grabbed it.
Wow.
I would rather
grabbed
find
it quickly.
I'd rather find that painting than a Monet at We Care.
I'm telling you, it was one of the greatest days of my life.
Elmer's had a very difficult life. I'll add that. Just kidding.
We joke. We're going to try to get an interview with, I would say, game MVP Zach Pemberton here tonight. 3 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown. You have to forgive me.
All right. Well, I believe we've tracked down Mr. Aubrey Smith. We're kicking it down to Cameron Meadows and Aubrey Smith right now.
All right, we got Aubrey Smith down here with us tonight. And Aubrey, good game. Nice touchdown grab there from the quarterback. Just want to get your thoughts on the game. And
I think we executed pretty well. We've been practicing real hard this week. We got some little things we gotta niche up on, but overall I'm pretty proud of us. I mean, we're working. We're coming for it.
What's your thoughts on the interception there?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's robbed right there.
Yeah.
I had my hands on it the whole time. Come down with it. He said it was their ball, so we just kept playing.
Yep, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
All right, guys. Well, all right. Well, from Ray Review, awesome game. We'll see you next week. All right. Next, we got Zach coming in to say a few words. Yeah, doing good, Zach. So, not bad for opening game after last week got it cut a little short there. I think he had something like 96 yards last week, in Cleveland before they cut it short.
Yeah.
So, continuing the performance this week against Brainerd. Nice throw
Thank
to
you.
Aubrey there.
Appreciate it.
And just want to get your thoughts on the game tonight.
Too many penalties. We had way too many penalties to start off with. I don't know how many it was, but got cut down on those. And I think we executed pretty well. But we just got to get back to practice and keep getting it going.
So, heading into Walker Valley next week, what are you expecting out of them? Seen anything on them yet?
No, I haven't watched film over them yet, but I know we can take them.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Well, back up to you in the booth. Thank you, Zach, for the interview.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much, Club Med, and thank you to Zach Pemberton. We appreciate that insight. We are also looking forward to next week when we take on Walker Valley. Once again, it is at home. We hope you can join us either here at Bill Horton Field or on Ray Review.
Walker Valley actually dropped a deuce tonight, which is to say they lost to Bradley Central 41-2.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. It could be another great opportunity for Ray County to get the momentum, get the ball rolling next week as we host Walker Valley. Looking forward to that first district game. We want to thank everyone for tuning in with us again tonight. We would like to encourage you to two things. The first would be next Saturday, Tennessee Touchdown Party hosted by Main Street Dayton. They're going to have a Jumbotron. You know the deal. Great food, great fun, great Tennessee fans. And, of course, we certainly do not want to leave out our post-game meal sponsor, Steak and Shake, where we're going to see them very soon as they're closing in less than an hour. So they want to encourage all Ray County football fans that's wearing their green and gold to come in for the 10% discount. You will see all of our team of Ray Review Live broadcast team there at Steak and Shake. We'll probably be sitting out on the outside park bench as by the time we get there, they'll be closing, and we'll close them down in fine fashion. And also, don't forget, tomorrow at the Welcome Center, Nokian Tires will continue their Safety Fest event where there will be a Ray County Nokian Tires football toss with some of your favorite Golden Eagle players. Zach Pemberton and company will be there to join in the fun of the event. There will be another set of tires that will be given away, and I believe it was Todd Jewell.
Is that correct?
Todd Jewell. Todd, I graduated with Todd, so congratulations. Big congratulations for Todd Jewell for winning the Nokian Tires set. So proud to have Nokian Tires and their team in town in Ray County this week. So as for our Team Ray Review, Zach Daly,
Dr. Mackenzie Bowling, Elmer Harris, Cam Lane, Cam Meadows, and myself, Jace Cochran, we are thanking you for joining us. We will see you next week.
And as always, go Eagles.